Welcome to the Goods from the Woods. My name is Rivers Langley.
I'm Sam Harder.
And I'm Carter Glasscock?
Question mark?
Damn, Carter.
Right?
You fumbled that
He
one,
doesn't know
dude.
who he is anymore.
I thought Sam
I
sounded so professional. I think Carter was
I'm fighting the urge to fall asleep. I drank a bang earlier. I feel fucking crazy.
Oh, wow.
I'm in the like crash part of the bang where I still
Oh,
feel
shit.
crazy, but I'm not that hyped up. I mean, clearly I am. I'm talking a lot already.
But you look like you're held up with popsicle sticks.
Yeah,
so I gotta be
dude.
honest with
Good.
you.
He's crash banged.
Well, and joining us on mic for, once again, one of our all-time favorites, the pride of the volunteer state. It's our friend.
Seth Pomeroy, what's up, you motherfuckers?
Yeah.
Suck a dick. God damn it, bitch ass, hoe ass.
What's up, America?
What's up, America? That's how America talks now, motherfuckers. Deal with it. No censorship on the mic or in the streets. Just kidding. I love everyone. I hope everybody's doing okay.
Yeah.
I'm doing all right.
right,
Yeah, I'm one bang in.
Yeah, he's banged down over
And
here.
I just want to say, I normally don't buy one get one free bangs.
Bogo
yeah.
bang?
But
You don't know
also,
Bogo bang?
I bought it with food stamps. I'm out of coffee filters, which you can't buy.
You're gangsta as fuck, dude.
You can't buy coffee filters because it's not food.
This guy needs a bang bad. Hook him up
Yeah.
with two.
Oh, my God.
You didn't know that, Rivers?
I did not.
You can't buy toilet paper because if you're poor, they want you to be smelly.
Do you hear that,
and dirty.
Patreon? Give this man $20.
Jesus Christ.
Fucking
No,
out
don't.
there, fucking giving him $3
You
a
get
month.
energy drinks?
Yeah, because that's food.
That's so crazy.
Is there food in the bang ingredient list?
There's water.
Water.
Lorazepam or whatever's in there.
Yeah.
That's one of the things RFK's mad about. Well, he's mad about people getting food stamps, but specifically high fructose.
No more toilet paper.
Yeah.
No one can waste their ass. These people are getting banged out of their fucking minds.
But I don't think he wants to ban artificial sugar. So we're,
Yeah, how could he?
we're still in the clear.
Sucralose is good.
Too
yeah.
much money in the artificial sugar business.
I just think, when you run out of coffee filters and you're on food stamps,
You don't want to use a diaper.
and I'm like, how can I piss off Republicans the most?
And you're seeing
Get
this
a bang.
bank next door, then it's
Yeah.
like their security seems kind of lax. You have a stick that looks like a gun, and
Later, I'm gonna
keeps escalating.
post a video of me cooking a ribeye steak and saying that I bought it on food stamps.
Yeah.
and hoping it goes
yeah.
viral
yeah.
with the rage bait.
and marinate it with a bang.
That did come up on the Discord, so now I'm on the hunt.
Marinating steaks with energy drinks.
Yeah, well, I'm now on the hunt for
Goddamn.
an energy drink that has like full sugar and a decent taste to slather on some pork or something like that.
Worcestershire flavored
That is
energy
not
drink.
hard to find at all.
You can slap
You
pretty
can
much
walk into
anything
any
on board.
store and find that.
Well, I guess you can like, can you cook a steak in like a Coke or something?
Yeah.
could.
You get the
Just
same
be
principle.
horrible.
Yeah.
You can cook a steak on Coke.
Yeah, sure.
It goes way faster.
Then you take your M16 and kill all the SWAT team that's getting into your house because you're Tony Montana.
And then you don't even want the steak. That's
Yeah.
the best part.
Yeah,
That's right. What did Tony Montana eat? What do you think he ate? You think
Cocaine.
He cooked for himself, or he had people bring him food? What
No,
do you think he did?
Like carrots and hummus, I think.
He's just chopping on a pineapple with his pants down. You're like, hey, it's who he is.
Isn't he working at a restaurant at some point in that
Isn't
movie?
he? Yeah,
the very
In the beginning,
Yeah,
right?
Yeah. So probably that shift meal.
Yeah, shift meal.
Stealing the coffee filters from there.
That's before he
Such a
chainsaws
good
the guy
idea.
who's hanging up in the closet, right?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Okay.
Well, he's hanging up in the closet and then he escapes because he narrowly gets chainsaw, almost gets chainsaw.
Yeah, he almost gets changed.
Yeah.
That movie was one of the first supercuts of just the word fuck that I saw on YouTube. Me
Yeah,
and my
yeah.
brother used to laugh at that so hard because there's this one guy who, when he's getting shot, I think Tony Montana betrays him, and he goes, "Fuck you!" I forget that he said. Do you know that actor's name?
No, I don't. Wait,
Oh, it's like me and my brother used to laugh so hard at that.
No, I
That
don't.
particular part. I
Yeah,
can't
yeah.
find it.
that's so funny. I love it when things like that get isolated. This is totally off subject and delete if you need to.
Yes.
But there's a Clint Eastwood movie, In the Line of Fire.
Oh, yeah.
And the greatest thing in the fucking movie is he is the weirdest line delivery of all time, where John Malkovich is a serial killer guy who's going to kill the president or some shit. He's an assassin, and he's like, I've got a rendezvous with death, John, or whatever his name is, and he's like, you've got a rendezvous with my ass, motherfucker. It's like the way he rolls into them is so fucking weird. And he's like king of one take. That he's
I was
like,
going to say, print it, we're done.
But
I used to watch that on VHS. I used to rewind and watch it like hundreds of times.
But isn't
like,
that
it's
Wolfgang
so
Peterson,
funny.
though?
Yeah, it is. Yeah. Oh yeah, for sure. But he's just notoriously likes to do it off the cuff. I wouldn't be surprised if that was like a rehearsal take and they were like, "That was the weirdest. We have to put that in." But it's just so strange. It's not like he's looking for the lines either. He just pauses in the weirdest fucking places. It's so good. But a friend of mine posts this on YouTube. So if you Google rendezvous with my ass, you'll find like a video someone made that it's that on a loop for like 4 hours.
There's a bunch of videos called Rendezvous with My Ass.
It's a very romantic notion to have a rendezvous with someone's ass.
That spans several video streaming sites.
Motherfucker. So, what the fuck? Anyways, it's so good.
Damn.
Well, you got to get a steak marinated in an energy drink.
Yeah.
That's the logical conclusion.
I still
of this
think
podcast.
making a reduction to drizzle
Yeah,
on top's
totally.
the move.
What energy drink do you use though?
Well, that's what we're
Just
talking
any
about.
of them.
Well, it's got to be. It can't be the sucralose for the reduction to work. You got to boil it down.
Well, I mean, you
You better write a cookbook tomorrow
you could
with that
attempt
language.
to make it. I mean, the water would boil off. You would get something.
Yeah, I just feel like it'd be like chemically and weird more so than with high fructose corn syrup at the
Yeah.
bare minimum. Because I looked it up, there is no real sugar energy drink in America. They previously made an agave one. Full Throttle did, but they've stopped doing that.
if you went to the doctor for a checkup and he was like, "So what have you been eating?" He was like, "Steaks, marinated energy." He would like flip the clipboard and he'd fucking leave the.
He just blows his fucking brains out in front of you. He's like, what is the point of any of this?
He'd sit in his car and put on Prince's 1999.
Two princes.
Put on two Princes.
Blows brains out.
Oh, God. Little Miss Kim.
I mean,
Yeah, he loved that lady. He wanted to be with her.
if you told him the amount of energy drinks you consume in a week, he wouldn't ask any more questions before you're like, okay, we need to order a blood test.
My God, that's so fucking funny.
Well, yeah, that's good content though. We should do it.
Yeah, go to the doctor.
Oh, yeah.
You should live stream going to the doctor.
Yeah, that's mainly why I do that. I
I go to the
for
doctor
content.
a lot.
I was gonna
so
say.
that'd be easy for me.
Sounds like Sam needs a pep up, so let's get right to it.
Oh, what the fuck
right.
is that?
Seth, it is time for our heavyweight championship throwdown.
Whoa, we all got to beat the shit out of each other?
With low energy.
Whoa. Oh,
yeah.
Okay. I thought we were going to literally beat the shit out of each other near your
yeah,
electronics.
It's like you haven't been on the show in a minute. Yeah,
It really drives up the numbers. All right, I'll beat the shit out of you guys.
It's our weekly pull apart brawl with our guests.
yeah.
Are
Hey,
you tough enough?
I had no idea.
We beat Joe K to death.
Yeah, we had a fucking chain. We were just smacking him in the fucking face.
Ed Greer put me in the hospital.
Yeah, that's great. What a great podcast.
I swear to God, I've been getting ads for this belt cooler in my algorithm on Instagram
Oh
this
my
week.
God.
I said that's why I sent you that story of a man ripping out
Whoa.
a can and then
Yeah.
pouring it all over
And then
himself.
slinging the belt over his back.
Oh my
Yeah.
God.
Oh,
There's so many dudes floating around
And-
in a lake
and
with
I
this
did-
on their fucking shorts.
Well, I
is-
did the worst thing you can do in this situation. I clicked on it to look at more merchandise, and there was a ton of WWE igloo cooler combinations. A couple still had Brock Lesnar on them, even though he's erased from history, I think.
Yeah.
Why is that?
Oh, he wanted a.
He was involved in Vince McMahon's sex trafficking scheme.
He requested a video of Vince's mistress peeing. Is what he requested.
I mean,
Yeah,
hey,
so
Friday night, we all get a little lonely. I understand.
It'd be less weird if he was fucking her. But
Oh my
It's like when a
God,
band
yeah.
puts out a greatest hits before they put out their best album. It's like that's what that Vince McMahon documentary was like. Like, man, this is all before the thing that would make the documentary. It's like shitting on people.
yeah. We'll make it 6 parts and have the 6th part be about the thing.
Yeah, I was gonna say make that the Tiger King 2 or whatever.
Right. You can totally see what they were gonna try to do.
Yeah.
This brand we have discussed before. It's Redcon 1, which has
Oh no.
a
Yeah, that one, it does sound bad. It sounds dangerous
That
right
doesn't
off
sound
the bat.
like relaxing.
so
Yeah, this isn't going to be one of
This
those
is called DEFCON
relaxing-
4. It's gonna kill you.
Redcon. It's a communist
It'd be
convention.
bad if it
that's
was
cool.
a relaxing energy drink. That would be bad for marketing.
Yeah, then those
I
have
think.
like synthetic heroin in. We've had those
Yeah.
before
Drank.
too. Yeah, Drank. Yeah.
Drank, of course, with the
no.
melatonin mooning.
There's a can of it next to Pussy and Duff.
Oh my
right.
God.
Yeah, drank.
Extreme relaxation.
That's right. But yeah, we talked about Redcon once before back in October of 2023 on episode 398. You might recall.
I do.
He is Aaron Singerman, the CEO, is what I was calling the Florida Man CEO because he crashed his car on Ambien. He crashed a boat into a bunch of other boats.
Hell yeah.
At some point, he smashed his head on like a lake overpass thing.
Whoa. He was just standing on the top of the boat being like, I'm tall as shit. He just got his head peeled back.
And he mysteriously got let out of prison after only 11 months on a 5-year sentence for selling steroids.
Holy shit.
So,
money, 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 America.
And in December of 2023, he had his $175,000 Maybach with a huge Redcon 1 logo on the back stolen from his driveway in Delray Beach. And Singerman said that he, quote, may have left the key inside. So he parked
Singerman.
and
What an asshole.
But this guy doesn't live in like a compound or something.
well, that's the thing. It's a gated neighborhood, but still, like, don't leave your shit.
Well, yeah,
There's
leave your
still
key in
someone
the-
walking around checking door handles to see if cars are unlocked.
Look, hey.
If I lived in a gated community, I would still be like checking door handles, be like, this shit's unlocked. I'm taking anything inside.
Yeah,
here.
totally.
So Singerman's assistant was later contacted on Facebook by a Redcon 1 customer advising that they had seen the Maybach for sale in a private Facebook group called No Title Vehicles for Sale.
Fuck.
And the post was made in the
Totally legit car
No
sales.
title. Yeah, no
That's not
questions.
even trying illegitimate. It's just like, this is crimes.
Yeah.
Here's a list of crimes we did.
Yeah, I
Would
like
you
to turn
buy
a
them?
blind eye. Please don't make it obvious.
That's a like, hey, you can go and try to get a title for this car.
Yeah.
It may be stolen and
yeah.
you may have lost all your money.
Most of the members of this group may be cops.
Yeah, exactly.
The post was made in the group by someone with the account name Bout My Bag.
Yeah, that makes
Hell
sense.
yeah, money,
Sure.
money, dude.
Fuck yeah, get that money.
It adds
Put it in a bag, baby. Count it. Look at it. Think
had-
I
about
bet
it.
even when the carjacker got in there, he was like, holy shit, the keys ain't.
Yeah,
no
totally.
shit.
Well, it's a $175,000 car. And it was for sale on Facebook for $9K. And
Steal.
Yeah, get that money.
and
Quick.
they later found it damaged in the back of a tractor trailer. So they
God damn.
did recover his car, but
Some dude bought it and just beat it with a hammer. It was like, ha, $9,000 spit well. Like, crazy.
I imagine the teenager who stole it out of the gated neighborhood probably
Yes.
crashed it a bunch
Yeah,
because
that's-
why wouldn't you?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're like, now I have a car now to use responsibly.
Yeah. Well, so
that rules.
the only other big Redcon news has to do with our ungodly concoction today, because back in 2024, we talked about Jerry Rice. He's got his goat fuel, and not to be outdone, in February 2024. Primetime. Deion Sanders bought an
Oh,
ownership
shit.
stake in Redcon 1, and today, tell him what we got for him, Seth.
Yeah, it is primetime punch,
Fuck
baby.
yeah, dude.
Zero sugar, supports metabolism, increases focus, beats your girlfriend for you.
Hey, hold on. Deion Sanders didn't do that. His son just beat a security guard so bad that he shits himself
It
all
was
the time
probably
now.
this shit. He was probably on Redcon 1, baby. It's a military mission, apparently. You have to scan to learn how, though. There's a QR code. It's a military
It's a
mission.
treasure map.
I love you're super fucked up. You're like, whoa, it's a military mission. This QR code. I'm like,
Did Deion Sanders just do a
adventure.
bunch of cocaine?
I love it. That's
Allegedly.
great. It's 18 plus because there's some titties in that. Man, don't worry.
Him and Michael Irving
Oh, yeah.
on the Cowboys.
Well, he did make a hip hop album called Primetime.
Deion Sanders?
Oh yeah, Primetime. Oh, it's bad. I've got.
I think I remember when he was huge when I was like in middle school or high school. Like he really diversified the brand for a minute.
and it continues.
But it made no impact because I remember none of it.
Now he's fishing with Nick Saban.
I know what he looks like. That's the best I could do.
Oh, and 200.
Fuck
200
yeah.
milligrams in this shit.
Looks like that weird fucking high fructose clear Pepsi.
Sucralose.
Oh yeah, there's no sugar.
Yeah, no
Why would
sugar.
God put sugar in it?
Yeah.
I usually do
Drinks.
crash from coffee right around the time that we record the show.
Hey,
so it does help.
It smells good, but also bad
Yeah,
at
it
the
is that
same
drug.
time.
Go.
It smells good up front and terrible in the back.
Yeah,
smells like clean. Like
smells like a fucking snow cone. They all smell like fucking snow cones,
yeah, that's right.
but they taste like once you get that taurine, once you get that
Chlorine taurine.
taurine up in your guts.
Very sharp up top.
You going? You already did? Okay, here we go.
But the flavor itself is just like a cheap candy, maybe a dum dum
Okay,
thing.
I do want to give props to the wrestling bag because this is the coldest energy drink
Oh, yeah.
I've ever had in this fucking apartment ever.
Yeah, man.
This tastes good now.
Yeah.
WWE doesn't turn out
and the
shitty
belt
product.
have changed the game.
Wow, this podcast has gotten very professional, guys.
That's right,
if you're
yeah.
watching at
It
home
used
and
to
fucking
be
listening,
refrigerated.
Hell yeah, we're legit now.
And then sit out on the desk for like 20 minutes.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Now we fixed that.
We fixed
yeah,
it.
it's so cold. I'm being tricked completely into thinking it tastes good.
Yeah. You just like cold drink.
I do just like cold drink. I'll take any kind. Lipton iced tea, fucking
Yak
lemonade,
urine,
country
whatever.
time lemonade, whatever
whatever
weird
it's
shit
gotta
you got
be.
in the fucking thing.
Keep it cold, though.
I'm trying to think of the weird off-brand ones I drank as a kid.
I want you guys to hear a cut. This is track 6 off of 1994's
Fuck
Prime
yeah.
Time. This is To Be Me.
Prime is easy to me, but there's a big difference.
Fake Dr. Dre shit.
Yeah. This whole record is like this. It's very like G-Funk.
94, right? Yeah.
So I live in
G-Funk with like kind of a Florida 2 Live Crew kind of sound in the last track because he's from
bass
Florida.
music?
Yeah, so they
Uh-huh.
gotta throw in some Miami
time
sound.
is money and money is time.
Yeah.
Damn, he's right, though.
Skies as I swim the sea.
Oh, this sounds like a Will Smith fucking album. And it's crazy.
Is this
living
him
life.
rapping right now?
Yeah.
Kind of whisper rapping. Turn it up again.
To be me, really it's an ordinary. Ordinarily, it really ain't that easy. So Mr.
This
Prime Time, won't you kick it on the 1, 2, 3?
Oh, this sounds like Epidemic Sound, like royalty-free rap music you could buy and put on a
It's
video.
not easy being Dion.
Oh,
He's very influenced by Snoop, it seems.
My God.
Yeah. So
the
anyway.
saddest thing is thinking about the engineer and then playing back this horseshit and be like, it's good, man. Let's print
Yeah.
it.
Well, Dion's
Did it
like,
again,
this
prime
is the
time,
hit.
yeah.
This is going to be a hit.
He's like, when does this session end? 6 p.m.?
I was
Great.
gonna
Yeah, he's probably like, I have practice in 2 hours.
Yeah, exactly.
Honked a huge line of cocaine.
Did the check clear? All right, let's
Yeah,
keep going.
insanity.
But yeah, that's all. Coach, he's coaching the Colorado Buffaloes at Boulder now.
Okay. I
Yeah.
bet he's got some wisdom
Yeah, hell
to
yeah.
pass
I mean,
along.
he's-
He's probably not about rapping or energy
he's
drinks.
like 9-4 last year. Something like that.
He's gonna end up making himself and the players a lot of money. He's an advertising genius.
Hell yeah.
He's like he's starting to sell shit all the time now.
He's throwing in his lot with Nick Saban, I'm just saying.
Yeah. And now that college players can get paid, they're going to want to go there because Deion's going to be like, yeah, I'll get you fucking paid, bro. You'll
Yeah.
make more here than in the NFL.
This is the right way to do it. Make a
Yeah.
stupid rap album disappear for 20 years and figure out how to become an entrepreneur.
As far as the drink goes, yeah, this is just very like
Yeah.
generic fruit punch, whatever.
It was so
It's
cold, it
tasty.
It's
tasted
not bad,
delicious.
though.
No, not bad at all.
There's
I'm drinking
nothing
Yeah.
about it that's off-putting.
It's really
Yeah, not
sweet.
really.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know.
It's really sweet. You know, it's really kind, just nice.
It's really sweet. Deion Sanders is so sweet.
He's still on the hook for, I think, like a $12 million lawsuit because his son, as I said, beat up a school security guard and
Damn.
hit him so hard that
That's pretty cool, though.
Has
Yeah.
constant incontinence.
Oh my God. Well, that's not
Dude,
cool.
that's the worst fucking side effect of being punched in the head.
Fuck the
You
security
just can't stop
guards.
pissing yourself.
Yeah. So, yeah.
That sucks.
Yeah. So, anyway, but Deion.
Punch so hard you piss your fucking pants.
Now do a dance.
Dion, let me ghost right.
I've stopped reading the warnings on the can. Is it normal that it says discontinue 2 weeks prior to surgery?
No,
Wait,
that's
what?
new. What?
That's what it says.
Drink 2
What a
weeks?
wording of a sentence. My
That's new.
God.
How was this shit stay with you that long?
Dude, 2 weeks from now, you're fucked. Carter's having open heart surgery in 2 weeks. He's fucking dead, guys.
In the future, we do need to start thinking about that. 'Cause I had a surgery. I definitely did not stop 2 weeks in advance.
Jesus.
I mean,
also-
Dion wouldn't advise it.
Well,
I
no,
don't
I had
remember.
a surgery 2 weeks ago.
Yeah,
I don't
well,
remember them asking me.
I was gonna
Yeah,
say
they weren't like, have you partaken of Deion's
no,
energy drink? They didn't ask you that shit.
You know how they only build a railroad crossing after someone gets hit by a train? Something fucking happens.
Oh, yeah.
That's what that
absolutely.
means.
That's
Yeah.
a very specific sentence.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Something happened.
Oh, my
The guy
God.
drank 10 fucking monsters, and then they cut open his shit and just blood, all of his blood sprayed on the
Yeah,
ceiling.
it was like Raiders of the Lost Ark. Everyone's faces burned off, and fucking angels flew out of its chest. They were like, "What the fuck was that?"
Yeah.
Like Monster Energy drink.
Actually, this one's crazy. Do not consume if you are taking any prescription or over-the-counter medicine.
That's probably it is.
So
whoops.
I shouldn't be
Precaution.
drinking this.
That's a precaution.
That's a whoops.
If you are prone to dehydration or exposed to excessive heat, also.
All right, I'm good on that one.
yeah.
I think everyone's prone to dehydration if you don't drink water.
Man, it's hot as
right?
fuck out here in
Yeah.
LA, baby.
Yeah.
But some people are probably medically prone.
Yeah, sure. Well,
Rivers, you got to stop drinking these in the sun.
We're shutting down the energy drink portion
Yeah,
right
yeah.
now.
Rivers-
This shit is out of the
Rivers is in the
podcast.
sun all the time drinking these goddamn death drinks,
It's true.
apparently.
hey, yeah.
No more discontinued ones.
Well, what will I do when I go to a dead Big Lots?
Look, it won't come back to us if we just discontinue the drink. All right, they'll bury those bodies, and that'll be the end of it.
We'll discontinue all this trouble.
then we'll move. We'll move out of the country.
Not for nothing. This is out of stock on their website.
Oh my god!
So I was
Fantastic.
Well, and I enjoyed it
I
too.
wonder
What a-
why.
It was tasty.
What a
Yeah, it's not
fucking-
horrible.
No, I'm giving that like 3.5, right down the
Yeah.
middle, kind of.
It's so cold. I'll give it a 5, man. Look, that
Yeah.
fucking belt changed the whole game.
I'm gonna give
I'll
it-
drink piss out of that thing as long as it's super cold.
Next time.
A 4. I would definitely drink this. To
Yeah.
me, this is like the same as like a Ghost quality,
Yeah.
or something like that. Since I have this the same caffeine, it kind of tastes like a Rockstar fruit punch.
Yeah, yeah. The reason I'm holding back is because Redcon 1 does have a Baja approximate flavor that
They have
is
a Baja Blast.
fucking great.
Fucking
That's
A.
like top of my list.
Well, Rivers also thinks there's not enough of his money going to the military.
That's true.
When he
Yeah,
buys
yeah,
every
yeah.
can.
That's
So
right.
You do complain about that
knocked
a
it
lot.
down a point.
That's right.
You are like, our military's not funded well enough.
They're not drawing my name on a bomb. Want my name on a bomb in whiteout.
I'll give it a 4. If it kills me, I want to think it's something that was at least tasty.
At least you got killed by Deion Sanders.
Yeah.
That's kind of cool.
Yeah, I wouldn't be the first person.
No. He's got a body count. It's great.
Oh yeah, bare hands, cars, everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, this one has a lot more words on it
Ass.
than usual.
Ass. He's gonna be with his whole ass.
Refrigerate after opening, but also it says it's one serving.
I will say that could be the result of the fact that this guy somehow dodged a 5-year prison sentence.
Rivers, this has come up before when we read like the warnings on this, and this has like the happy fun ball syndrome, where it's
Yes.
like, don't taunt.
Yeah, don't taunt Red Hot Chili Pepper 1.
They're really trying
Don't you
to
all
cover-
feel jacked out of your fucking mind? Though?
Oh, hell yeah.
I sort
I
of
feel
do.
kind of relaxed.
Yeah. Oh, you
Okay,
feel-
and I guess I should read this last sentence. Immediately discontinue use and consult a health professional if you experience any adverse reaction. So, Seth, do we need to stop the podcast?
I
right
do have
now?
a boner. I don't know. Maybe I don't know why.
That's
I mean,
not adverse. That's a good
That's
thing.
And
okay, then-
if you want to see that boner, you may want to subscribe to the
That's right.
Patreon.
That's right. Zip.
Frank, don't fucking lie to me. I have a rendezvous with death. And so does the president. And so do you, Frank, if you get too close to me.
You have a rendezvous with my ass, motherfucker.
I wanted to turn our attention now to Long Island. So back in 1987, there is still a guy named Robert Ehrlich, and he used to go to the supermarket every day, and he would be disgusted watching these fucking unwashed dogs of Long Island just shoving Cheetos into their fucking mouth. He
I know a
hated
guy
it.
with this exact same name.
Yeah, Robert Ehrlich.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Ooh, might be him. But
Mr. E.
Mr. E.
Yeah, he was a substitute teacher,
Oh, okay.
Oh,
right
it
on.
has to be.
but also friend of my family.
Oh, all right.
Oh.
Damn.
A substitute teacher, but a permanent friend. That's nice. Look, you belong somewhere, buddy. You don't.
It's just not the classroom. You'll never be a real teacher.
You belong here. Here? Not so much.
So his beef with Cheetos is, this is his quote, they didn't even have real cheese in them. Most of the ingredients you couldn't even pronounce. So he went to the laboratory and
Fucking A.
developed Pirate's Booty.
Oh.
Have you guys seen the Pirate's Booty?
I've seen
had
I've seen
it.
the bag, but I
I've
don't
had
think
it.
I've had it before. Yeah.
It is a...
They're like cheese puffs more than Cheetos.
Okay,
Yeah,
'cause
yeah,
you
that's
can't
true.
really get close to it without that,
I
all
don't
that
think I've
bullshit
had the
he
pleasure.
hates.
Yeah.
It is, yeah, that's yeah. Well, I get that this is like a terminology because Cheetos does make cheese puffs, but yeah, I suppose I should clarify. Yeah, Ehrlich then went on to found a snack brand known as Vegan Robs, which makes cheese puffs with no cheese in them. So he started off being like, I hate this fake cheese, and then later invented, I guess, a vegan variety, which is fine, except that in 2007, all of Vegan Robs were recalled because they were slathered in salmonella.
Whoa.
The
secret ingredient.
Yeah,
I've never heard of this brand.
When was this?
This was 07. So Pirates
07, okay.
Pirates Booty is 1987, and then Vegan Robs is 07, and then in 2013,
Hey, I'm Vegan Rob. Man.
You can trust me. I'm Vegan Rob.
I like that it's salmonella too, which is usually from like raw meat.
Yeah, like
somehow
how does
chicken,
that
yeah.
happen?
got
Yeah,
in the
it's-
fucking
They're
vegan
just throwing
shit.
raw chicken breasts around in the vegan curls.
They're like hacky sack, kicking them around.
Yeah,
Dude, hey, I'm Rob, man. I'm chill, man.
Hey, I'm Vegan
Even
Rob.
my roofies are vegan.
Yeah, I live a little different than you do.
My rupees are vegan. No animals were harmed, but you will be.
So Rob sold Pirates Booty to B&G Foods in 2013 for $195 million. And
Even
then-
after all the fuck ups.
Yeah, hey, it's a fucking CEO.
damn.
That's all they do is
I gotta
fail
get
up,
this
dude.
money, America. I gotta
Yeah.
get it. I don't know how.
And then they sold.
When you talk about how the money
Clearly
moves, I can't
chips.
help it. Man.
Clearly it's a fried food that's not good for people.
Fuck, who
just-
gives a shit? Money.
Yeah, this is America.
It's America. Eat the money.
And
Saute it, whatever.
B&G then flipped Pirates Booty for $420 million just 5 years later.
Good
So
Lord.
Rob's doing good. He's got his $195 million bucks, and he's living on Strong Island. And you might be wondering, well, like, what's he been up to? Well, he lives in a town called Seacliff.
He's actually a pirate now, a real pirate.
Seth.
Really?
You're joking. Well, here we go.
Deion Sanders sees the future, dude. I drank the elixir. I know everything.
You got the second sight now. So he lives in Seacliff. He's one of the owners of the Holiday Cocktail Lounge in the East Village in New York City. He
Don't
also
drink
Classy.
He owns a coffee shop in Strong Island, and he's out of his fucking mind. This is Ryan Grenoble writing for MSN and John Leland writing for the New York Times. So at 9:44 on the morning of Monday, March 10th, snack magnate Robert Ehrlich, who professionally uses the title Captain Bootyhead. So
Captain Booty.
I run 3 businesses and I'm a pirate. I'm Captain Bootyhead.
So Captain Bootyhead
funny.
stormed into the offices of Seacliff, New York, and falsely proclaimed himself mayor.
Okay, so here's
Sure,
the
yeah.
thing.
What drugs is he taking?
Here's the thing. We're trying to make fun of this guy. He's richer and cooler.
That's true.
than
Yeah.
us.
Oh, yeah.
He's
Yeah.
more confident.
Yes.
None of us would ever be able to claim that title.
He's having doggy style sex with someone while
And
listening to
he's
this podcast.
he's clearly funny.
Yeah.
He knows it's a joke.
You meet him at a bar and
he-
your friend's like,
He
that's,
dresses like all of us.
Yeah, yeah.
Do you know who that is, dude? That's Captain Bootyhead.
That's Captain Bootyhead. Let me look. It's his underchin kind of has
he
a
looks
butt
like
shape
a
to it
Bill
a little
Clinton
bit.
He just
pervert.
wears blue jeans and a hoodie.
He's a Clinton-esque pervert.
He dresses like you and me.
Oh yeah. So yeah,
Dresses like you and me.
so he stormed the poop deck and declared himself mayor.
Yeah.
And,
then what was his first
And he then demanded an office and declared the entire staff fired effective immediately, with the caveat that they could all reapply for their jobs at a later date.
Hey, it's nice of him.
So he literally goes in
Captain
there.
At a
First
later
order
He just
is
needs some alone time.
Yeah, I gotta feel the space out.
And
for a
then
you
second.
guys take off.
And the
come back
best
in 2
part
weeks.
is he had
Run to the office naked for a while.
And the best part is he had 3 guys with. That was it. He just had 3 supporters. So
Yeah,
it was
yeah.
him and 3 fucking crazy guys just went in. It was like, I'm the mayor now.
Jimmy Buffett fans. are
Yes.
like, where are you
They all
going,
got-
dude?
they definitely all have Hawaiian
Yeah,
shirts.
like fuck it, we'll follow you, man.
So
This town is now known as Bootyville.
Yeah, booty, let the booty fill the streets.
these
Everywhere you go, there's booty up and down those streets.
Population of 30 people. It's now Bootyville.
It's now Bootyville.
the 66-year-old Cheese Puff King, who had 3 supporters with him, cited a 2009 New York law called Citizens in Power Act as the basis for his claim. The law empowers citizens to dissolve or reformulate their town if they get the backing of at least 10% of the town's voters. So very similar to like a recall election. So not that weird. Under the new law, Ehrlich said he was the mayor of a new village that he calls the unincorporated village of Seacliff Residents and claimed to have an envelope with 1,800 signatures, but he wouldn't let anybody see it. So now he's Joseph Smith.
I was going to say, it's a real Joseph Smith gold plate situation.
That's
You can't look at them. He also compared his actions to someone invading another country, but in a good way. Is exactly how MSN wrote it. They're like
Thanksgiving.
Yeah, he's like, they're there to take the booty. I'm trying to liberate the booty. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to get in there and give it freedom. To be the booty heads we all are.
This is his quote. I should actually let Carter read this in a pirate voice.
Oh, yeah, hell yeah.
So, there you go.
When someone takes Austria or Ukraine, they don't go and ask for permission. They just do it. I'm asserting my rights to have a free, open life and have transparency.
See? He's about transparency, this guy. Not about anything else. He's honest.
So he's just in the office fucking raving like a madman with three goons.
Yeah.
Did
this is
people
Donald
actually
Trump shit.
leave? The people that were fired, they actually went home?
No, because he's just like the local rich guy in this town. So they're just like, what?
I guess we can't call security.
Well, that's what happened. So after an hour, this is how much. So imagine you're like a homeless person asking for food. How fucking quickly would this town crack the fuck down on you? But because he's a rich, crazy guy, and as we know, the only difference between crazy and eccentric is a bank account, they let him rail for an hour before they called the cops.
Wow.
Right.
And
they're like, he's making some good points.
This is like my dad with a bass solo. I'm sorry. I love my dad. I just played around. He's great. But it's like, all right, man, I think you've probably gotten everything you need to do there.
So after an hour of escalating hostility is how it was described.
My God.
Town officials called the police, who escorted the snack man and his 3 backers from the building.
The snack man.
I love they call him the Cheese Puff King. They call him the snack
this guy was having a ball
shove
right
the snacks
next.
up the booty. You shove the snacks up the booty.
He called me the snack man. He
Someone
called me
just like
booty man.
underneath the table, just like texting the cops. You up?
So the following day, he announced that he was running for mayor as a write-in candidate on the election that was 7 days away.
Okay.
So he comes in, he says he's the mayor, and then having expressed no interest in politics, he's like, I'm the candidate now, and you're going to write me in.
Yeah. Did he win?
Well, he painted the current administration as calcified and no fun.
Very anti-booty.
I like it. It's just they're no fun.
Not enough booty up in here.
People
Now, the
don't
booty
like,
man sees right through that.
people don't like chaos.
The booty man likes snacks. And he doesn't like fucking.
What about transparency?
Oh, they want to talk about traffic lights. And
He also promised to lower taxes and cut regulations on local businesses. His greatest wrath, though,
He has
seemed
no power over that at all.
No, well, I mean, potentially as the mayor, you might, but because
taxes.
City taxes. I can't imagine that. I mean, I don't know. It's New York, so chances are they probably got some city tax, but it's a very small town.
That's New York, baby.
Yeah.
That's the snacking industry.
That's Bootyville, USA.
That's Bootyville, USA.
So his greatest wrath seemed to be aimed at a restriction on outdoor dining. As the officials who created it, Ehrlich said it, and it should be noted, as I said, he owns a coffee shop in town. So apparently they wouldn't let him just have a beer garden in the street.
Sure. He's like, this shit should be like fucking New Orleans.
Yeah, absolutely.
Except with booty.
Yeah, here's another one for you, Carter.
You ask me, the election will be rigged.
He said, but win or lose, he said he would still be mayor. He vowed to call for a village-wide tax strike if he lost.
Let's see where they go without any of the revenue.
Yeah,
That's good.
Yeah, there you
Yeah,
go.
that's a hell of a line. That's like his battle cry.
I love
Let's see what we do without any revenue. And then he stabs a guy in the stomach.
this crazy old man just being.
Yeah, he's a pervert.
I fucking love it.
Drunk booty man.
So the incumbent mayor, Elena Villafance, who was running uncontested until his surprise announcement, won the last election with only 182 votes. The job pays $12,000 a year, and she says is a lot of work.
Just to be clear, booty man, it is a lot of work.
This sucks. Yeah.
Boo, you're boring.
Yeah, that's right.
I love they called the actual mayor, and she's like, no, like, this sucks.
Like, if you want to be a public servant,
So
I want to have fun. I want to have snacks in
the streets. Yeah, I would take it into the streets. Right
Everyone wears a booty t-shirt. Everyone.
So on election day, Ehrlich proclaimed himself the victor 30 minutes after the polls opened. So he's
I already won.
Yeah.
There's no need to count it.
The sad thing is, this is how American politics
know.
works. So,
Yeah.
I mean,
The sad thing is-
he's doing it across the board these days.
Yeah.
This
the
is
sad
right
thing
way.
is, if you're listening to this 10 years from now,
Yeah.
this sounds like nothing.
Yeah, this is the fucking way to do it.
Oh yeah. So during the day, he handed out and collected homemade ballots because he said the election was
Like
rigged.
the two choices are
Straight
lame and fun.
Yeah. It
Written in
was-
crayon.
He made like, do you like me? Click yes
Yeah,
or
yeah,
no.
yeah,
and
exactly.
handed
Yeah,
them
yeah.
out,
Yeah.
and because he said the official ballots were going to be rigged. Of
course
so
they
he
would
did
be.
his own, and he said that he had gotten over 1,000,
Uh-huh.
which is funny because that's still not enough to win based on the actual mayor's tally, which was like slightly over that. So
Yeah.
even if he was right, it's still full of shit.
The guy got 1,000 votes.
But on the final official ballot, it showed just 62 write-ins versus 1064 for the incumbent. So-
Patrons of his bar. It's like 62 is
Yeah.
the limit of people they can have in the building.
Oh yeah. He told the Post in a follow-up interview that, quote, and this is probably too fucked up for a pirate voice. Today, I was shocked to see the entire village of Seacliff turned into Anne Frank.
Whoa.
And the election was the SS looking at the books.
Whoa, he dropped the real knowledge on you. What's up, Booty
I
Man
was like,
Reeds?
the election is the SS? Like, it doesn't even make a cursory amount of sense.
But it gets a
what he's saying.
reaction, and I'm reacting.
So-
And so I'm in.
I love the way they put this. Ehrlich's lengthy text message to the New York Post. So
He just texted the general number
Just like
at the front desk.
10 paragraphs of hot brains headed straight for
Oh,
Manhattan.
yeah.
That's a voice to text right there.
Oh, yeah. Ehrlich's lengthy text message to the Post said, went on to claim that Nassau County Police Department were currently raiding his coffee shops and threatening to arrest him after holding his own vote. Which I'm
They
like, yeah, that's
raided the coffee shop.
he's being gang
Did they?
stalked by the cops at his coffee
Dude, he-
shop. I'm like, I bet a cop came and got a fucking coffee, and he was like, "Are you after me?"
Yeah, and he's
Because he
like, I
fucking threatened
know.
the status quo, dude.
Yeah, dude, he's trying to shake it up.
That's what happens, dude.
They won't let you.
You try to have booty Sundays, and
trying to
everyone wants
make
you to
the-
fucking. Everyone wants to put you in jail.
See, the world, his agenda was like a big old booty, and he can't fit it in the pants. The
They're
pants
trying to-
being in the local government. That's why
They're trying to turn Captain Bootyhead into prisoner for 2069.
too much booty for the pants is his whole thing.
You want me to eat apples and go to bed at 9? Fuck that. I'm gonna stay up late and watch booty videos and eat cheese
Yeah, I
curls.
sleep on my roof.
I'm gonna eat vegan salmonella treats. Ehrlich has a history of legal battles with the village after a
sure.
2004 lawsuit over a zoning dispute in which he accused town officials of discriminating against him because he was Jewish. He was ordered to pay $900,000 to cover the officials' legal fees.
Damn.
Yeah, so but it's like that's 2004. Like he got paid
Yeah.
a few years later.
He
like,
likes those kinds of fines. Make
yeah,
you feel
well,
good.
who cares? He says,
Our movement continues. This place needs a voice, and at the moment, it's me.
"It's me, Captain Bootyhead."
His farts right afterwards.
Does a backflip.
We shouldn't.
Gets on a unicycle. and drives
Support
away.
him. Don't support this man.
Mayor Villafane said she wanted to return to normalcy. Quote, "I will not tolerate any further attempt to undermine the governance of this village."
Oh yeah, that's what it's all about right there. Just lay down the law.
But Ehrlich was undaunted. "I'm still the mayor." So,
Fucking A. Oh, God, to be so delusional.
oh, I should have read this. Is his last quote, Carter.
As for the current administration, I will sue them for $390 million for impeding my business opportunities. And I plan on taking their home.
Taking their homes
That's
like a
right.
real pirate.
Like a real
He went
pirate.
full pirate on their ass in the end.
Oh, hell-
evil.
hell yeah.
This guy's evil.
Yeah, he's definitely evil.
Yeah, well, the sad
he's
thing
onto
is,
something.
again, if this guy had no money, who cares? But this guy's got a
course.
shit ton of money, so he could probably do this eventually.
Yeah, that's the world we live in now. If you get enough money, you can shout, and people will be like, I don't know, he's got money.
Well, they were like interview because he declared 7 days before the election. Now imagine next cycle, or fuck it, he could just run for. This is probably pretty near George Santos's old seat. Like,
Yeah.
they elected that crazy fuck.
I mean, I'd vote for this guy.
I mean,
He's fun.
that's the thing.
He says booty a lot, or at least he once did.
Yeah, Captain Bootyhead. You have to write him in.
Captain Bootyhead.
Yeah.
I'm behind it.
Oh man. So anyway, that's the news from Strong Island.
Woo.
And shout out to Sarah in the Discord for sending that to me. I was like, oh, I actually have this on the docket for next week. If you thought for a second a story about snack foods, a crazy CEO, and insane local politics would escape my grasp, sorely mistaken. But thank you for sending it along.
Now.
No shit.
I know. I tried. I genuinely tried to find Pirate's booty, and I genuinely
tried to find some booty.
I tried.
I was on the prowl for booty last night.
You got to meet these people.
The West Coast got no love for Captain Bootyhead.
I feel like I could leave and come back by the end of the podcast with a bag of Captain Booty.
Oh my
Head.
God.
But I would have to leave.
And you live stream this?
No, I don't even know where the fuck it is. I just think I could find it.
You could find it.
There's weird stores around here.
Fucking A. Yeah, and you're out here on the search for the booty, the pirate booty.
And Rivers is already making a mistake of thinking the stores are Googleable.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
The stores that are going to have it, you're not going to be able to
this
see.
is back alley booty.
The thing is, like, I see this stuff.
That logo,
Yeah, I've seen that before.
for sure.
Like,
what a dickhead! I bought that shit before. I'm certain I have.
Yeah,
Did you
I've
go?
had that at least in the.
Were you going to actual grocery
Yeah,
stores?
I want to
like-
say it was in Tennessee. I
went
don't
to, like,
think it was here.
Ralph's, Walmart, checked around.
Tennessee's full of this bullshit.
Yeah, but you're
Fake
probably right.
products.
Yeah, you're probably right, Sam. It is probably much easier to find it like a bodega or something like that. But
One
yeah.
time when I was a kid, we took a field trip to the Golden Flake factory.
Oh hell yeah!
Oh yeah, I did that too. That's like such a quintessential Southern thing. Like
Yeah, absolutely.
Schools, elementary schools.
See how the snacks are made.
Oh, dude, and I was like, it's fucking magical.
Oh, I thought I ate so much that I threw up that night, and I hated cheese puffs for ever
That's
since.
hilarious. You unearthed a memory. Yeah.
Yeah, this whole episode's been a visceral experience.
Yeah, you totally turned my life around right now.
Yeah.
Now I know why I'm the way I am. I went to the Golden Flake factory, and all I saw was booty.
Our field trips are awesome. It was Golden Flake Factory, the Space and Rocket Center.
Yeah, I went to that
and
shit too.
jails.
And jails.
Like
You guys
prisons.
actually went to jails?
In college, yeah.
Oh,
in my journalism
in
class.
college. I was like, that's a weird.
Dude,
I was
you're
an
old enough
alcoholic.
now,
I was
son.
an alcoholic. Yeah.
dude, in journalism class, we went to a jail. And like fucking like I don't know why. It was just
Whoa,
like
scared. They scared straight at you for what reason?
there's this one section where they put the really bad prisoners, and like we were going through it, and he's like, "No, these guys, they really."
He's like, I never picked my major, motherfucker.
Like they were doing the scared straight thing behind this like glass where you couldn't. So like, fuck, I'm
To journalism students.
Oh
It's
my
so funny.
God, that rules.
It's like you're not even like little kids. It's just like,
dude. I was fucking with him. I was going like, I can't hear you. So I'm probably gonna get murdered by one of those guys eventually.
you're just like, huh?
He's listening to this podcast in his cell, fucking lifting weights. Like, nah, I got a name for that fucker.
One of these days.
He's gonna Cape Fear your whole fucking life.
Yeah.
Could you be there, Carter?
Ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba. Pirate's booty. Pirate's booty.
Embarrassing. Stop it. No.
I can't have pirate's booty?
No, but you can have a pair.
What you guys been up to this past week? Anything fun to report?
What have we been up to? I can't remember. Life's so fun and moves so fast.
Yeah, life moves pretty fast,
Moves
man.
so fast.
Well, I
can't
did
tell you.
want to read a ad I found on Facebook.
Oh, please.
Okay.
I've been, looking for jobs, getting to the point where I'm just clicking on every job opportunity there is. And there's a lot of crazy ones. The other day I saw a medical assistant / social media person.
Oh, wait. Was that the one? Is that the one you're about to read?
No, because that was pretty boring.
Yeah.
This one's a little more interesting.
But that was the guy who said he spent his nights at the Comedy Store and his days at the Grove.
Oh yeah, I saw that on your story. Yeah.
So
was
this is
amazing.
titled General Labor, Chill Personal Assistant / company wanted in Koreatown.
You may be asked to take your pants off.
You may be Sunset Boulevarded at the end of this.
He's chill about it, though. Be real fucking chill about it.
It's
please.
definitely a possible I want to hire a girlfriend. At least I want to hire a friend at the very least.
Yeah.
Okay, so let me describe myself. I am a 40-year-old male who lives by myself, but I cannot drive, medical reasons. I don't laugh at that, you piece of shit.
I don't buy it. I don't buy
shit.
it. I think it's because like my dick's so big, I can't. The wheel
Laughing at
won't
this
turn.
fucking disabled guy.
I get a headache.
He's a goddamn liar, is what he is.
I need someone to help me with stuff like going to the market, going to stores around town, going to the Grove, which is an outdoor mall.
Yes.
Weird place to need to go all the time. picking up medications. Laugh at that, motherfucker.
You fucking loser. I run on fucking Deion Sanders energy drink and passion.
Not literally at the Grove every day.
You should dream bigger, motherfucker. Dream bigger.
Going to the dispensary, and in parentheses, he says, I smoke a lot of weed. Be okay with that.
I'm laughing
So we know
at that.
this is a serious person.
Yeah, I'm laughing at that, motherfucker.
And then they say going to the Comedy Store, the Grove, they list that again, etc. in the afternoons and in the evening.
What a crazy this, etc. It's like that tells me almost nothing
That's
about
insane.
your whole thing.
Basically, a chill and helpful person wanted. We can hang out. That's a scary line.
Yeah,
we can hang out.
That's a we will hang out.
Yeah.
We
That's
can
a
hang
threat.
out.
This will equal about 30 hours per week, which is a lot of time per day if
Yeah.
you break it down.
Yeah, that's-
yeah, no shit.
You would hardly have time for another job.
Yeah, it's just you're hanging out a lot. You got to hang out too.
You are done cleaning my sneakers if you want to hang out.
Yeah, like
you won't be paid, of course.
And
This is just friend time.
Yeah, this is friend time, mandatory friend time.
well, that's what I'm thinking he hopes it will turn into. Someone who's just like, dude, I like to hang out so much. You don't have to pay me.
yeah, you don't even have to
Smoke
pay
me out every day.
That's what it is.
I guess it would be a plus if you can cook and are willing to teach me how to cook.
That's 100%.
teach
your
me how to
cooking.
cook. He's in his fucking 40s and he's like, I need a friend. I don't know how to cook. I don't leave my house. I
You
like
see,
roast
there's-
comedy.
I hang out at
Pretty
the
chill if you could
Grove.
teach me how to play guitar.
You see, there's words on the side of those boxes that tell you how to cook.
Yeah, what has this man done with his time?
It was. It would also be a plus if we are similar or have any common interests in common. Gas and car maintenance not included. So they want you to drive around, but they don't want to pay
Which
for
will
gas.
cost money. Yeah,
Yeah.
The process of
That's
that.
how you know they're not a.
say,
They don't.
this
They're
is-
not a chill person.
They're not as chill as they want
What's
you
he
to be.
paying though? I gotta know.
Yeah, what
the
is
best
it?
part.
What does it pay to drive Mr. Lazy?
No compensation listed, so you know they're going to try to lowball you.
Yeah, change the number as soon as you're best friends.
And
You don't do that to your friend.
Well, you're my best friend, right?
I love you.
I would give you money.
Depend on you.
You applied to be my best friend.
Yeah, yeah.
I got the job.
I will die if you leave me.
And this is a bi-weekly compensation, which makes me think maybe this person has a job. They probably don't. Maybe they collect a check twice a month that they can pay
Sure.
Yeah,
for
yeah.
whatever. Maybe, I don't know. They might be disabled.
Pay for nanas empanadas.
Yeah.
Hey, that guava cream cheese one's real good.
Hey.
So, yeah, that's what's out there right
Fucking
now,
A.
folks.
Jesus.
If you're looking for a job out there, guys, Sam's not going to take it. So you
There's-
I was gonna say that's a solid
hit him
career
up,
opportunity.
Hit him up. See if you want to be a friend with this guy. I mean, his employee, whatever it is.
There's, yeah.
A friend, a lover, employee, slave.
Slave for
You
the
know,
afterlife.
Could be anything.
I wouldn't turn my nose up if you tried to teach me how to juggle.
That's right.
That's all I'm gonna say.
Oh, we're going to combine two jobs. You're a dungeon jester.
That's right.
I'm thinking of really whoring myself out. I'm thinking of there's basically TikTok accounts that are like QVC. And there's a lot of advertisements for hosts for these things.
Oh, shit.
So you have to sit there for like 8 hours at a time and be like, oh, this crystal's so cool.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, it's so fucking cool, dude. Oh, this Temu Game Boy that has a bunch of preloaded
Yeah.
games. My friends and I love it.
Yep.
We play it all the
Oh, on
time.
social media.
Yeah.
I've seen other comedians doing that.
Yeah. I think
I think if I was presented with the opportunity, I'd probably do it too.
it seems
It's hosting.
It's a,
Wait,
it's
yeah.
a test of your improv skills.
when you
Gotta do it
read
that long.
when you read the ad, you're like, this seems like one of the most miserable things in the world. If you have any sort of thought in your brain that you hate work, if your work is to help advertise drop ship products,
Yeah,
QVC style on TikTok,
Just moving them like
that
that.
should kill you on
Yeah.
the inside.
Yeah.
And I mean, they act like it pays decently, but also you could tell it's part-time. They have enough of the ads for different companies that you could tell they also burn through hosts.
Oh, I'm sure. Yeah.
Because there's a
hours
people
and
like,
hours.
even people who are sort of like, whatever, I'll sell out a little bit. Even they're like, God damn, I can't talk about crystals for 4 goddamn hours. Some of them specifically say what they're for.
Yeah, the money would have to be very, very good to be like, yeah, fuck it. It's money. Yeah,
it's like over 20 usually, but
Really?
I think they also base that on
Sales.
Yeah, they want to base if you.
It's got to be like Amway.
if
They
you
probably
get-
send you all that shit.
Totally. Dude.
No,
That's what I was-
you go to a studio.
Where it's already been
you go to-
pre-sent.
That's
piled
the
up.
thing.
You have
go
to fucking drive to a place.
You
piled up in
go
a
to a
corner.
studio. I would have to ride the goddamn bus. You go to a studio
Oh.
that they either have set up like QVC style, or they have it set up like you're in your own room. They probably have a staged bedroom or staged living room type set.
Yeah.
Oh my
And you
They probably
sit
have
there and you pretend like you're just at home.
They have another room where it's like you realize your dream is over and you pull your brains out.
Yeah, they have a suicide bedroom. for you.
Suicide bedroom.
That's why I was like, I can't apply. I feel too bad about myself currently. I can't fucking be doing this shit.
Yeah, that's. I mean, you know.
No, I don't know, motherfucker.
We're trying to
tell me
convince
about
you.
it.
I think
Tell
you'd be
me
good at
about
it, Sam. I think you'd be
you know.
good. You got presents.
That's the thing is,
I want to hear more about those crystals.
the thing that sucks is I know I would be good at it, but it just sucks.
Yeah,
it's like
it definitely
imagine
sucks.
doing the length of this podcast by yourself times 4
And about shitty
every
watches.
fucking day.
Yeah, that you know
and about
suck.
you just go through a Rolodex of dropship products
Yeah,
that they
totally.
fucking overprice and sell to
Totally.
people on TikTok.
Over 20 an hour, huh?
Yeah.
This will be the only jobs left in the world. Very
It
soon.
doesn't sound the worst, but I might have to fucking go for it. I just might have to. Maybe I'll sign up for the 4-hour shift instead of the 8-hour.
This is like the new version of like taking out like phone books or something. Like it's one of
Right.
those jobs.
Selling
where you're like,
encyclopedias.
yeah.
Yeah,
It's-
totally.
It's one of those jobs that will sound ludicrous at some point.
Uh-huh.
You know, because I delivered phone books, and now just the thought of having a phone book is
yeah.
fucking crazy.
Dude.
But yeah, I got bit by a dog doing that.
Did you really?
Yeah, I
You should have hit it with the phone book.
Yeah, what'd you
mean-
do? Did you kick that dog's ass?
Fucking ran. And it bit my calf as I was like,
Oh my god.
God damn, dude.
Because I was delivering phone books. This is like 2008, I want to say, and I was delivering out in the country in Alabama. And
That's
if you're
where it'll
delivering,
happen.
well, that's the thing. If you're delivering phone books in the city, you're going up to a apartment. It's just bam, 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 bam. You know, you can deliver
yeah.
a shitload.
Totally.
Out in the country, every driveway is a mile apart,
Totally.
and you have to go all the way down the driveway. So I ended up putting like 500 miles on my car just doing that shit
my
for like
God.
a week. And the last day where I was just like almost done with all the phone books, I was about to quit, drove up to this house. There was no dogs in the yard, so I get out, start walking up. I was going to toss it onto the front doorstep, and then these fucking 3 dogs just came like around the corner. I was like,
Oh my
fuck, and like ran back to my car and
That
went like,
sucks.
didn't draw blood, but like nipped me pretty fucking hard. Like,
I got bit in the ass by a dog when I was a kid. Before I was the booty man. It was before
Yeah.
fully transformed. Sort of my origin
That's
story.
how I got his name.
As soon as the booty healed, it was bigger than the rest. So I was the booty man.
Yeah.
No.
But it was,
But it was horrible. It's a horrible moment when you know it's going to happen.
yeah.
You're like, oh fuck, this is like, there's nothing I can do. Like,
Did it change your
yeah.
perception of dogs in that moment?
Man, I love my goddamn dog right now. And he can bite my ass all day. I
could
love
do
him
it,
just
too.
the same.
But that's one of those that hopefully in 10 years, you know, if you're someone's like, oh, how'd you pay rent? It's like, oh, I QVC'd
Yeah, totally.
at some place that they shoot porn at night in the valley.
Exactly.
Probably. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it's in Hollywood. That's
Oh,
the worst
okay.
part is these places clearly are making lots of money.
Sure,
Yeah,
of course.
It probably is some pyramid scheme, and this is just the lowest possible level with a lot of money, you know.
I was looking at some job. I should have screenshotted it, but one of the like points, it was showing a graphic describing the job, and it was an upside down pyramid. And I was like, is this just a pyramid scheme? They're trying to make it
Yeah.
not seem like that, because clearly it is. But I forget exactly what that was for.
Yeah.
Like I said,
It's a
clicking on-
triangle ploy.
I'm clicking on all of them now.
When I was trying to find a job, I was like, I just want like a normal job, like a bank teller or something.
Yeah.
And I'm like, fuck that. I don't want to be a bank teller.
You look at jobs like that, and I'm just like, oh, they need qualifications that I don't come close to having. I mean, I could lie about them probably, but I don't trust myself handling money all day. I'm gonna fuck that shit up.
That's why I got fired from Flappers.
Yeah, I know. I'm not
the
gonna
bag
do, I'm not
sitting
gonna
there.
do anything that crazy, but I
left the
know I'll
bag sitting down.
count out the cash wrong.
Never leave the bag.
It was
Definitely.
it was so within reach. Just some desperate open mic was like, ooh, look, I got it basically told on me.
Whoa, what the fuck?
Did I not tell you this story?
Yeah, the Rivers, you've heard this story
Maybe
a
I
bunch
have.
of times.
I'll rewind the pod. And I'll
Don't
Yeah,
snitch,
it's-
motherfucker. Stop snitching.
Damn.
Yeah, that's
Let
the
money-
moral of that story. Don't snitch.
Stop snitching.
I got bit by a dog in this apartment complex.
You did?
yeah, I remember
that
that.
was a dirty, fucked up, diseased dog in this building.
Dude, I was leaving recording the podcast.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
fucking and like
Oh, really?
this guy was like on his phone and like he was
In the
just-
hallways or
yeah, and
outside?
he was like not moving, and I was like, excuse me, and this
Oh, I
dog
remember you
bit
telling
through
this.
my jeans and bit my fucking leg.
Did he go, oh shit, I'm so sorry? or
No,
anything
he
of the
walked
sort?
away. He like didn't say shit.
Yeah, that
I would
was
have followed him into his apartment and killed his whole family.
That was-
John Wick. I would have John Wicked his entire fucking life.
This is all I could manage. Hey, fucking thanks. That's all I could say.
I'm repressed, angry, high school teacher.
Then I got my car. I was like, what kind of piece of shit does that? What the fuck?
that guy who was letting that dog like shit in the hallway. I don't think he's there anymore, or he's been chastened enough to not do it anymore. But yeah, that guy sucked.
Yeah, well, yeah, I thought I had rabies.
I mean,
You might have.
You might have. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, well,
You got over it.
yeah. You cured yourself.
that's what a strong immune system will do for you.
That's right.
Also, another thing this week, ran into Emo Phillips twice.
Whoa,
Really?
In real life.
Fucking hey, that's
Holy
good.
hell.
One time at a movie premiere, the first time, I didn't realize it was him at first because he has a medical mask on going out to public, still minding his COVID shit.
Sure.
Or so he doesn't get recognized
And I
by
was
people
just
like you.
eating. I was just.
But that
eating-
haircut gives him away every
Yeah,
time.
he
Fuck, I can't
does.
go
He
fucking
does
anywhere.
have the exact same haircut.
Little Lord Fauntleroy haircut.
Yeah, the money's in that haircut, folks.
And I was just
You can't let
eating
it go.
popcorn, and I was like looking down and just noticing I'm fucking covered in popcorn. Just that happened like 3 different times, and he was sitting like one seat over for me, and I was like, "Fuck!" He had to have noticed. I looked like a fucking idiot.
He's like twice this guy. His life's falling apart.
And then on Friday, I go to a show at this theater over here. Cat's Cradle is a goddamn magic special recording.
you love going to magic.
Yeah,
shit.
I love it. No, my girlfriend loves it. It's pretty
Oh, that's
cool,
why.
actually.
Yeah, okay, yeah, because I remember Piffed or whatever. We talked about that.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it was
that was
awesome.
something.
That was hilarious. Yeah.
Yeah, go back and listen to the Dragon Squad.
Yeah, that was
episode.
good
Hear
shit.
about a family falling apart.
That was so much fun.
At a magic show. Yeah, so we go and see this shit. It's pretty cool. I have no idea he's there. We run into him out front because we have a guy who knows him in my group that I was with. And I think they've worked together before, comedy on the road, sort of.
Okay.
And we just started talking to him. The first time I was too scared to say anything because I was like, what the fuck am I even going to say to Emo Phillips?
Yeah.
But it turns out we just started talking to him.
Loved you in UHF.
At the,
yeah.
I loved you in everything, dude.
Yeah,
Well, I
loved
wasn't
your
that
whole thing.
familiar with his comedy, and after I'd sat next to him the first time, I went home and I like looked up his comedy because I was like, I'm not that familiar with it. It's fucking funny.
Oh, yeah, very funny.
yeah,
It's
he's funny,
fucking shit.
Yeah, he committed to absurdist insanity.
And so I was like, that's awesome. And then at the second thing I ran into him at, he was talking about how at the movie premiere, the like billionaire who funded the creation of this indie movie was there in a Rolls Royce.
Sure.
And Emo Phillips got to drive the Rolls Royce.
So it worked out for him in Hollywood.
And he said he wasn't even in the movie or anything. He was just there.
just there.
And he was very scared to fuck it up.
Yeah,
Right?
understandably.
Sure. Yeah, I would
And
hate
then
that.
in the middle of this group, Emo busts out a street joke.
Oh, nice.
He's just straight tells a joke to us.
Oh, nice.
This is what it is.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
shit.
The Pope flies into an airport, lands. His driver is there. His driver's in a Rolls Royce. The Pope says, "Oh my God, this is such a great car. I've always wanted to drive a Rolls Royce." And the chauffeur says, "You can drive if you want." And the Pope says, "Really?" And the chauffeur's like, "I'll just go in the back and take a nap, you know?" And so the Pope's driving the Rolls Royce now. He's having a great time. He's maybe going a little too fast. He gets pulled over for speeding. The Pope does.
This is
Can you
great.
believe this?
Have you heard about this?
And I'm not telling. And imagine Emo Phillips telling this, not me.
Oh, yeah.
yeah.
Have you heard about this before? Yeah.
And so the cop walks up to the window and sees the Pope is driving. And he gets on the radio and he says, I can't give this guy a ticket. He's too important. And the operator says, how important is he? He's so important, the Pope is driving him around.
Bang, bang, bang. Classic switcheroo.
Yeah.
And then Emo Phillips laughed harder and longer than anyone in the group.
Oh my God, that's amazing.
He was a very nice guy.
hanging out the Friars Club.
It's just funny when you never like meet a you almost never meet a comic who just busts out a street joke. Literally, we were on a
fucking
sidewalk.
awesome.
That's awesome.
That's as old school as he gets. I love that.
And I also now wonder how long was he thinking about that after driving the Rolls Royce? Because this happened on Wednesday. I think the Rolls Royce thing happened on Wednesday. We saw him again on Friday.
I love it.
He's like, I got to come up with a bit for this.
That's amazing.
That's incredible.
You figure it was like a $500,000 car. They drove it after the movie premiere. They drove it to Norm's in Hollywood.
Oh my
Dude.
And parked a Rolls Royce in the Norm's parking
What was
lot.
the movie?
It was called The Big Whoop.
Oh,
It was
okay.
based on a theater production that ran for a long time called Clowntown City Limits.
Interesting.
And it was written by Stephen Banks, the guy whose recent projects include Shaq's Garage. And he was the head writer. No, and this is his big thing.
Are you the publicist?
We all know him for. He wrote 44 episodes of SpongeBob SquarePants.
Whoa!
Served as the head writer.
Bang
at
bang!
One point.
Tom Kenny, voice of SpongeBob, Mr. Show. He's fucking great. So they must know each other.
Yeah, probably.
That's
and,
good for them. They made money in this horrible.
And I
horrible
talked
business.
and I actually have met him several times now, and I got to talk to him. He's a very nice guy.
That's awesome.
I should bring up that I'm a struggling writer, but I know how to write about Shaquille O'Neal being a truck. So if they're bringing that back, I could definitely come up with some ideas.
These are your guys, man. You got to get with them. Fuck that TikTok T-moves. You got to get in with these guys.
No, he's a really cool guy, and he's down to earth. And I think it's because no one knows who he is because he's a writer. He was never
for sure.
really like on camera.
That's the best,
so-
man. That's the best kind of career.
Yeah. So all these people are at this movie premiere talking to everyone who they thought was cool. Little do they know the writer's just wandering around talking to me and my girlfriend.
talking to this.
He's really slumming it,
Yeah,
you
well-
know. But he's also an artist. My girlfriend likes his art.
Nice.
Billy the Mime. Right before the election, he did some he left art in public. And just, you could find it. He did too. We found them both. We got them both on separate days. And the second one we let sit there a while. We weren't like,
You didn't want to be.
yeah, we didn't want to be that person, but it was still there. And they were both political, and they just said vote. Remember when everyone was hopeful?
Yeah.
Don't talk, vote.
Yeah, vote.
Duped yet again.
And like 2 days later, the election happened, and it was like, God damn, those paintings are sad now.
You burned that art.
Yeah.
Like when we found that Kamala's fucking sweater. Out of the closet.
Oh,
Dude,
God.
speaking
that was
of
like
which-
wishing you a happy Kamala
no.
fucking.
Dude, this is an out of the closet purchase from that dude.
Nice. I thought it was.
Oh,
I thought
yeah.
it was.
It
I didn't
smelled
say anything.
sort of like an old
Yeah.
book.
Yeah, someone certainly died in this.
It's a good color.
No, thanks. I had a thing happen.
Yeah.
I went to a comedy show.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, sorry. It's
Condolences.
Very, very traumatic.
So it was a benefit for the wine bar that I worked at that burned down.
Oh shit.
And it was at Boomtown.
Okay.
Boomtown Brewery. And there was so they were selling some of our wine and stuff. And this couple was getting really fucked up. They were like getting loud, and the comedians from the stage there had to be like, "Hey, everyone in the back, shut the fuck up."
I love it at a benefit too.
Yeah.
Boomtown is a room that's too big for comedy.
Yeah,
really.
it is
You
a big
could be in the back of the room and be like, I'm so far away from the stage, no one can hear me.
It is like a hello.
And because of the way it's shaped, everyone can fucking hear you.
Yeah.
For sure.
And I was there to see this guy who used to work there, who had just had like these two like huge surgeries and shit. It was just the first time I'd seen him in a while.
Yeah.
And we're kind of talking or whatever. And so these people, they're like being too loud, and they get kicked out. Or they're like the CJ, the comedian. He comes up and talks to them, and they like spill wine on him. He's like, "Well, now I have to kick you out."
Yeah.
And so they leave, and then me and this friend of mine were like, "You want to go talk outside? I can't really hear you. I don't want to bother the comedians." We go outside, and like there's a helicopter circling Boomtown Brewery. Like the light is right down the middle of like the patio. 3 cop cruisers pull up and with like hands on like their holster and shit.
Oh Jesus!
And they're like, and then CJ had to go up and talk. Apparently, the couple that got kicked out, they immediately called 911, and they're like, the security guy was waving a gun around.
What? They swatted a benefit,
Dude. Yes, they swatted the benefit.
Swatted a benefit.
They fake swatted one too, because like he went up to was like, obviously I don't have a gun, so like those people are gonna
not allowed to carry one, didn't have one.
Yeah.
Fucking God.
So they got like fuck. I mean, that you could get in serious trouble for that.
Yeah,
right? Like, dude,
you should.
They don't
what
go
happens?
after people who make false police reports as hard as they should.
Yeah.
dude. It was just like the most like upset Karen thing to do. Was be like
so
calling
crazy.
911 and be like, he basically waved a gun in our face.
That's incredible.
Oh yeah, it was. So yeah, they it stopped the show.
Well, that's fun.
Tracks. But that was
good
pretty
LA
fun.
shit.
Yeah, it was. That's what happens when people get drunk on wine.
God damn, dude.
Alcohol is the devil.
Energy drinks.
And what do you
is
think the
not a
people
problem.
woke up the next day and thought?
It's probably
Nothing.
fine.
They did it again. They fucking
Yeah.
went out and did the exact.
They went to Dunkin' Donuts and called it because they didn't give them a donut for free.
Yep.
Yeah.
They were probably just still hung up on
Yeah.
the fact it was like we were being fine, we were having fun.
Yeah, totally. That's
Hand me my Chardonnay and benzodiazepine.
Yeah, I need
Going to
more.
Louis Vuitton.
I need a hair of the dog.
And then they just hit a bunch of parking meters as they go down the
man.
street.
Work all day, work all night. Gotta get paid, so I can't fight the creditor, the bill collector. Knocking down my door, trying to live my life. No apologizing for taking what's mine. Work and pray. The Lord only gave me time to work and pray.
Speaking of movies, last time Seth was here, we talked about what I believe is probably still the most dangerous movie ever made, Roar. starring
Fucking A, I
Tippi
remember,
Hedren. They just got every deadly cat and sometimes bears and made a movie without trainers. And
little Melanie Griffith is in it.
she got her face slashed in real life.
Terrible stuff.
Yeah, fucked up.
Shit.
Yeah.
But since Seth is back and Seth is the movie man extraordinaire,
Booty Man the Movie Man.
Booty Man, the movie man.
I won't watch movies about booties though. I keep it separate.
I gotta be
Two
honest.
passions.
Snack Man's higher on the ladder than you.
Yeah, that's right.
As far as things
True.
people like,
yeah, that's right.
it's the Snack Man.
the
Well,
Snack
Booty
Man.
Head. That's
Booty Head and the Snack Man.
Booty Head and the Snack
That's
Man.
a cop duo movie.
Yeah.
Just watch Booty Man and the Snack Head.
There's snacks, there's espresso, and there's booty all up in your face.
Well, if there is a contender to Roar's title as the most dangerous movie ever made, it has
Twilight
to.
Zone movie.
I think this one. The Twilight Zone, only one person died. Roar, it was just everyone involved got maimed by a large cat,
And they kept
Oh,
making
okay.
it. They
And
just there was
kept
no like, well,
making
maybe.
it. For 10 years
Yeah,
they made it,
yeah,
and
they
everyone
went
got
hard.
mauled by tigers.
Yeah.
Everyone lived, but everybody got mauled.
But a
So-
triumph of the independent spirit, and that's really what it's about.
Yeah, exactly. And this one is more just like a holistic danger, but it is very interesting. So this is an article from 2015. This is Nick Romano writing for Vanity Fair. Before Kim Jong Il was Kim Jong Il, he was a major movie fanatic.
Yeah, this book is supposed to be incredible. I know about it because of the book.
The book
but I have
is
not read the book.
The book
but,
is by Paul Fisher. It's called A Kim Jong Il Production.
Yeah.
So he's
This is crazy
He's
shit.
a movie fanatic, and his father, Kim Il Sung, was ruling at the time, and he amassed a library of more than 15,000 titles. Loved Rambo, Commando, loved James Bond, all that shit.
Sure.
The tyrant in training would eventually come to oversee the entire North Korean movie industry as he became more involved with government. So I love this because, not to be hacky, but it is funny that our guy is such a razzmatazz entertainment guy.
Yeah.
And North Korea's last guy was a
Yeah.
razzmatazz entertainment guy.
Yep.
It's-
He's your guy, not my guy.
Yeah.
To be clear. Reverse voted Trump. So
Yeah,
continue.
Trump
Continue.
That's right. I can tie it into exactly what happened last week, which was that Trump appointed himself to the head of the board of the Kennedy Center.
Yeah.
Because Broadway's too woke. And it's like, you don't have other shit to do, and we know the answer is no.
Yes. No.
But it was so funny because reading this is like one of the first things he did was made himself the head of the North Korean film studios.
Egomaniacs, man. Doesn't matter.
I fucking love it. And it's of no consequence. No one gives a shit about the Kennedy Center. No one gives a shit about North Korean cinema.
Yeah.
It's just a...
Oh, he's going to defund fucking NPR.
Oh, well, that's coming next. But with the Kennedy Center, it was like, no, specifically, I'm mad that Cats hasn't been on Broadway in 10 years.
Yeah.
We all love Cats.
It sucks that Paul Simon, people think Paul Simon's relevant. We got to stand up against this shit.
So he came to see the medium as a strategic weapon that would elevate his country in the eyes of the world. Unfortunately, he was not impressed with North Korean cinema. And in his eyes, North Korea's movie industry was falling behind the rest of the world. The filmmakers lacked technical skills, the actors weren't improving, and the films were not innovative. And he believed there was only one man that could possibly save that industry. Shin Sang-ok, the hottest director in South Korea. So he's in North Korea.
Yeah.
South Korea, he's got this director. He's pumping out films. Kim Jong Il. He's ideologically opposed to the South Korean government, but he likes his shit.
Art is art.
Art is art. So he devises a brilliant plan to lure Shin to North Korea, kidnap his ex-wife, Choi Yun-hee, who herself had been one of South Korea's most sought-after actresses.
Insane.
So this is, I want to stress, ex-wife. They divorced in 1976 after Choi found out that Shin had fathered 2 children with another woman.
Oh my God! And he was going to kidnap his ex-wife.
He had a
He's
secret.
Like,
I don't think
we're not really in touch. So.
I'll have to read the full book, but based on everything I was reading, it doesn't seem like Kim Jong Il knows that they're divorced. He was just like, oh yeah, get his wife and then he'll come. And it's like, she don't like him right now.
Yeah.
So important to keep in mind, like going into this, they're not friends.
Yeah.
It's like you have a secret family, motherfucker.
That's insane.
Yeah. So the divorce affected her career prospects, and in January of 1978, she was lured to Hong Kong under the false pretenses of running a performing arts academy. So that was the cover because she got divorced, and that's culturally not cool at the time. And so
still not cool. You better stay with your man.
That's right. Yeah, forever.
It doesn't matter what he's doing.
But she's not getting.
That's Captain Bootyhead talking.
But she's not getting as many roles, and so they're like, "Oh, you could come and teach acting in Hong Kong." So she goes to Hong Kong and is immediately abducted from her hotel by North Korean agents on January 14th, 1978.
Whoa!
She arrived in Pyongyang a few days later and was housed in a luxury villa called Building Number 1.
Yeah, that's what you call a luxury villa for sure.
She toured the city and was shown Kim Il-sung's birthplace and other landmarks and museums. I love
some research for the script.
The dictator's just like, come look where my daddy was born.
Yeah.
Do you want to see where my daddy came out?
It'll spark our Godfather.
Yeah.
Just come take a look.
She was later given a private tutor who instructed her on the life and achievements of Kim Il-sung, and Kim Jong Il took her to movies, operas, musicals, and parties.
He effectively started dating her.
Took her for long walks
He
on
became
the beach.
infatuated with her. He bought her a new dress.
So he asked her opinion on various films and respected her perspective.
As much as a murderous psycho.
Exactly. It's like,
he respected her perspective.
that's the sad thing. It's like
English.
How do you feel about Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory? Answer correctly.
I love it.
I respect you.
How do you feel?
This is me showing you
Now,
respect.
before you answer, I respect you. So don't push it.
But I will kill you.
So after Choi disappeared, Shin himself came under suspicion of causing her disappearance. So she just drops off the face of the fucking earth.
God.
North Korea is a hermit state. Nobody knows that's where she went, and so they're like kind of like. And also, he'd been struggling with money because of the repressive South Korean government under Park Chung-hee. So like at this time, North Korea is obviously like communist authoritarian, and then South Korea is like military junta authoritarian. So this is the whole peninsula is fucked up. But
That's the name of my rap album. This whole peninsula is fucked up. You're like, damn, he's on some different shit.
Dr. Booty.
Yeah.
Booty Head Esquire.
So he had gotten his studio license revoked, so he's not having the best time either. And he'd been traveling the world hoping for one of his films to be greenlit. And 6 months after Choi's capture, Shin went to Hong Kong to look for his ex-wife and some money too. And he was immediately kidnapped by North Korea too.
God damn.
Yeah, not stay at
They will
that same
put your
hotel.
ass in a
Yeah.
bag.
It's like, don't go to Hong Kong. Nobody go there. It's very easy for them to kidnap you.
Getting kidnap's the worst.
So Shin,
I mean, I don't know anything about it. I've done a few, but I wasn't.
I was gonna say, it did not seem fun for them.
Dropping a bag on a motherfucker's head.
I'm more of a perpetrator than.
You said that with the exhaustion of being stuck in traffic. You're like, man, being kidnapped is the fucking worst.
It's the fucking worst, dude. I'm sick of it. It's every fucking week, dude. I want my dog kidnapped.
Yeah.
Go to Ralph's kidnapped.
Like, kidnapping wasn't like this in the South. Like, it's different out here. It's
Damn, walking to my apartment kidnapped. Dude was inside. It's fucking ridiculous.
Can't get to the highway without being kidnapped.
Won't stop kidnapping my ass.
So Shin was initially given lavish accommodations like Choi, but after 2 failed escape attempts, he was sent to prison for disobedience for 3 years. And on February 23rd, 1983, he received a letter saying that he was released from jail. And on March 7th, Shin and Choi were reunited at a party hosted by Kim Jong Il, and the 2 captives had not been told about each other.
Oh my god,
this is a movie.
It's like he was making a documentary, like a prank documentary.
Yeah.
He's like, and then we'll throw a party. We won't tell them. Immediate drama right there.
Yeah, it's like the Parent Trap.
Like,
but
you should film this.
Yeah, I mean, you're not that mad about the Secret Family, are you?
That's right.
Inspired by the Parent
It's like
Trap.
Jury Duty season 2.
It was there that Kim revealed the whole plot of using Choi as bait for Shin.
Yeah, this is just a prank show.
And at his insistence, they were remarried.
And now Key.
Oh my god.
Key is.
Well, it's been a long time. They've both been kidnapped. Maybe it worked out. I feel like I could rekindle after all that.
Echoing him making his G.I. Joe's kiss in his room as a child.
Yeah. And now you are my G.I. Joe.
Kiss.
So over the next 2 years, Shin created a total of 7 films with Choi as his leading lady and Kim Jong Il as the
Whoa.
executive producer.
Are any of them good?
No, they're all crazy.
I believe one could come out all right.
There were.
I believe in the process.
Yeah, we should watch it.
Seriously, it's like one of them he had to have gotten it right.
At least it'll
Right
be
there in the middle where they're kind of getting comfy with the. Yeah.
So the right chemistry. It worked.
You know when they really want to make a movie, but they don't really have the equipment
Oh,
or technology to do so.
Yeah.
That's what would be interesting about
Tubi
these.
movies,
Well,
baby.
I'm going to tell you about one of them because it is very much that. It's considered in some ways, if not for the fact that it's a human rights abuse, it's kind of a camp classic.
Oh, yeah, like Manos, the Hands of Fate or something.
Yeah, it's that, but with subtitles.
It's like a goofy camp classic, like American movie, but with human trafficking.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Hey, the art lives beyond whatever happened on set.
This is
Francis Ford Coppola.
Yeah.
You fucking freak.
Sure, it was crazy on the set of Gremlins too. but-
Yeah. At the end of the day, the product is what matters.
So among these films were a couple of musicals based on Korean folktales and an adaptation of a stage play written by Kim Il-sung himself.
Nice.
Whoa.
So Shin's quote, "It was lunacy."
Fucking A. That one's probably good. Yeah, if it comes from a play he wrote as well, that
was his first one, and it was literally just because of all the scripts he gave him. He thought that he could curry more favor and not be sent back to prison if he adapted his father's writing.
Sad.
So he's just like, yeah, let's do this one.
Yeah.
It'll
Yeah. He'll feel so good about himself. He'll sneak out the back door.
Yeah.
You know what? Get out of here. You nailed it the first try. Get out of here.
We just locked the score. You know what? It's a good movie. You guys go home.
This is really what I wanted.
Yeah, marriage is an oath. Do whatever you want.
6-picture deal. What was I talking about?
Date who you
Out
want.
of my fucking mind.
Yeah, like I get crazy when I'm making a movie. I don't
Yeah,
know
I'm
what
sorry.
I'm saying.
I didn't mean to make y'all kiss.
I'm just glad we got
sorry.
to the finish point. You know, it's real. I'm proud of it.
I get my producer brain gets real hot.
Yeah, like it's not really me.
So, fun fact about Kim Jong Il. Kim Jong Il loved Godzilla. He hated the Japanese, but my God, he loved Godzilla.
Because they're killing tons of Japanese.
I was going to say, didn't Godzilla hate the Japanese?
Isn't the movie basically stomping on Japanese people and their civilization?
And I like how it's written here. It says, Kim urged Shin to create a kaiju-style monster movie that would impress Western audiences like Godzilla had. And it's like, I like that he's urging him.
Very strongly
urging.
Yeah.
It's a suggestion, wherever your
This is just like
gets you.
movie
takes you.
studios in America where
Yeah.
they're just like, make something like the the popular thing.
Totally. Yeah. Everything, everywhere, all at once.
He's
Do it
honestly
again.
got a business
Keep doing
mindset
it.
that I respect. He's able to separate the art from the artist.
Yeah,
A lot of people have trouble doing that.
That's true.
So to make this happen, Kim Jong Il set aside his hatred of the Japanese and flew in the special effects team of the original Godzilla films, along with Kenpachiro Satsuma, the man inside the Godzilla suit.
They
Did he consult?
Oh, that's horrible.
Did he consult Honda, the director?
According to Satsuma, he and his crew members thought they had been hired for a film shoot in China when their plane was diverted and landed in North Korea.
my God. This is the best, like, Dr. No, James Bond bullshit.
So he kidnapped
My God.
the crew of the OG Godzilla.
That's horrible.
Bashiro Honda was like fucking.
Wait, what are
He
you guys
was
doing?
like, thanks for forgetting my fucking name. I will keep living in my house.
that Godzilla built.
That Godzilla built in the shape of Godzilla. Like that giant dinosaur thing you can walk around. It's like that. That's his house.
So Satsuma's quote, he tricked our film crew into going to North Korea and then drowned us all in gifts and luxury to play with rubber monster suits and make a Godzilla ripoff.
Oh my God.
So I think he did send them back to Japan.
That's incredible because he hated Japanese people so much.
I
He was
guess.
like, I won't enslave you
Yeah,
because I
well,
can't be around you.
That's true. I legit think that might
disgust
be
me.
why.
So you have to leave.
Because so much of the North Korean propaganda is like anti-Japanese.
Yeah, yeah.
So like he could incorporate Shin and Choi
Take their skills.
because they're Korean.
Yeah, oh, yeah.
But then you got to send back the Japanese
Yeah,
guys.
he just
after
wants their skills. He doesn't want their lineage near his body, his pants, and all his nice things.
His rose garden where he comes up with all his brilliant ideas for movies. Godzilla, but different and just as popular.
So the movie is called Pulgasari.
Fucking A, Paul Gazzari.
Yeah. So,
Paul Gazzari. He is a movie producer out here.
yeah, that's right. Yeah.
So look at that dude.
So it's like a bull. It's a bull Godzilla.
Fucking
It's
A.
Godzilla. It is literally almost exactly like Godzilla, except he has human ears and bull horns.
Yes.
Oh yeah,
human
those are
ears.
human ears and horns.
Oh yeah.
So he's like the devil Godzilla.
It looks so cartoony. How the fuck could that scare the shit out of me?
Oh yeah. Well,
Yeah, it looks dumb.
Well, so wait to hear the story.
I can't wait.
So, unlike Godzilla, Pulgasari isn't born of nuclear energy. Instead, an elderly blacksmith in medieval Korea is starving in a prison cell, and he molds Pulgasari out of rice and uses a drop of his daughter's blood from a sewing accident to bring it to life.
They phoned in this screenplay. They're like, look, the faster we get out of here.
Well, no, it's kind of like a Sleeping Beauty Rumpelstiltskin kind of a thing.
Sure.
I guess.
Okay, now you've
plus
changed my mind.
Godzilla.
This is fucking brilliant.
Hungry for iron, Pulgasari eventually brings down the villainous emperor, but then threatens the very resources of the farmers who had supported him. He then eats the bleeding daughter and explodes. So that's
how it ends?
That's how it ends. Yeah.
Eat the bleeding daughter
Yeah,
and
he
explode.
eats
Yeah,
the one who gave him life
ancient
and then explodes.
story. That's from
Nice.
Joseph Campbell, Hero's
yeah,
Journey.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
You eat the bloody daughter and you explode. Third act's up. That's it. Send them home. They had a good time.
So again,
Back
it's
from Pulgasari too. He gets back together. All his pieces reform.
So again, it's funny how this is written again because in this country, fun is mandatory. Pulgasari was a huge hit in North Korea. I'm like, yeah, I
Wow.
bet it fucking was.
Yeah, there's a gun behind the heads of every person who watched it.
Yeah,
Is it possible to view it?
it's out there. Yeah,
I'm sure he made sure to get out to the masses.
Hell yeah.
So Kim Jong Il thought the film was a masterpiece. He said it was a great metaphor for the people's struggle against greed, private wealth, and oppression. He somehow failed to notice that the emperor character is basically him.
It's so incredible, man, to be so lost that you're like, it's about your bullshit.
I wonder.
You are Pulgasari, and we wish you'd blow the fuck up.
Yeah.
I wonder if Bong Joon-ho thought about this when he made The Host.
Perhaps. I'm sure he's aware.
So this is like a very famous story in South Korea.
Yeah,
so if
yeah,
you're
yeah,
making
yeah.
movies in South Korea, you definitely know about
Sure.
this.
Especially monster movies.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
definitely. So over the years, Shin and Choi had been allowed to leave North Korea to film on location, but only in other Soviet bloc countries like Czechoslovakia, East Germany, where escape was next to impossible. But after Pulgasari, Kim Jong Il loved it so much, he thought
no.
the sky's the limit for North Korean cinema. Let's send him to a film festival.
They sent Pulgasari to a film festival. They're like an arty fucking. Now this is our offering. Now,
So-
this is a little different than what you see in these festival programs.
Well,
And
what's
this
funny
is the 70s, so it's going up against like Taxi Driver
this
and shit.
is the 80s. So he sent them to the Vienna Film Festival to both show Pulgasari and to raise funds for his next great idea, which is a historical epic about Genghis Khan.
Of course.
So they're there to look for money
Getting more
too.
universal.
And in 1986, he requested that, again, they went to Vienna, which you'll note, not in the Soviet bloc. And on March 12th, 1986, the couple checked into the Intercontinental Vienna to meet a journalist named Akira Inoki under the pretense of an interview and convinced their North Korean bodyguards to leave the room.
Convince them.
Yeah.
They're like, have you seen the view out there? It's really...
Yeah. Oh, look at Vienna.
The most Looney Tune shit of all time.
I mean, Vienna's a beautiful city.
Let us back in.
So Choi and Shin then manage to escape the hotel, get into a taxi, and they are chased by the North Korean guards, but they lose them in traffic
More
and
Looney Tunes.
sprint into a United States embassy.
What they did was they painted a different tunnel and put it on the side of a rock.
Exactly. Yeah.
And then they ran into the said painting and they crashed.
That
the
whole
car.
time they're just watching Looney Tunes when they were in captive, and they're just like, all right, I'm going to do that shit as soon as I get a chance. And the dynamite, he holds it, blows him in his fucking face. Yeah, we're fucking out of there.
So when he first heard about the escape, Kim Jong Il was convinced that the couple had actually been kidnapped by the Americans, which is just fucking great.
Of course.
We're not going to start doing that again until 2025.
Yeah, exactly.
When he found out the truth, he denounced the couple and banned their movies, even his beloved Pulgasari.
Oh my God.
Still banned in North Korea to this day.
It's like Godfather 3 and Coldplay. It's like, banned. I'm banning it for me and everyone else. I did love it, though.
So Shin and Choi adopted the names Simon and Teresa Sheen and relocated to Los Angeles.
That's American kidnapping right there.
And they became American citizens in 1989.
Simon Sheen, I will become Charlie Sheen's brother.
Well, you might know some of his work because Simon Sheen worked in the 90s directing Three Ninjas Knuckle Up.
No shit, really?
And working as an executive producer.
I fucking loved that movie when I was a kid.
I never saw
directed
the
it.
first one.
And
Oh man, I loved all those movies when I was a kid.
well, he also is an executive producer for Three Ninjas Kick Back and Three Ninjas High Noon at Mega Mountain.
See, I was off at Mega Mountain.
Yeah.
That's like me in 311. I'm like, I never heard sound system. I stopped the transistor.
Sound system has
People got to
eons,
grow up.
bro.
They got to evolve.
So true, though. He fucking...
So the Sheens eventually returned to South Korea, where Shin died in 2006 at the age of 80. He was posthumously awarded the Golden Crown Cultural Medal by the South Korean government. Choi died in 2018 at the age of 91.
So now at the end, you should have included that at first. Now I actually care about all
No
this.
shit. Yeah. If we knew this man had a life as long as that.
If he entertained me as a child, I care. I care
no
now.
shit.
He directed Knuckle Up, huh?
Yeah, and it was funny because when it said he changed his name to Simon Sheen, I was like, that sounds fucking familiar. And then one sentence later, it starts naming all those Three Ninjas movies. I was like,
Simon Sheen, baby.
Yeah, I think that is where I jumped off as well. It was before High Noon at Mega Mountain, mainly because they made Hulk Hogan shave his mustache for that.
He's in that?
Oh, he's like the
he's the bad guy.
the big bad. Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
It sounds like Spy Kids 3D or something. It's like a video game. Is it a video game riff? Like Mega Mountain?
This is 1998. It's a riff on Magic Mountain out here.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah,
Interesting. Cool.
yeah.
See, he'd had so much American culture. He was like, now I can finally put this in a film.
Yeah.
I've been to this Magic Mountain.
Oh, but
Some of
yeah.
these North Korean movies sound good.
Oh, yeah. I read,
Mayuma Virgin Terrorist. Come on.
Hell yeah.
Tell me
Yeah,
you
that's
don't wanna
Carter's.
see
That's good.
that.
Carter goes by that.
This is my
Pussy.
That's my DJ name,
that's
dog.
the sidekick of Captain Bootyhead.
Yeah, that's right.
No, it's Virgin Terrace because I terrorize virgins.
That's right. He
dude.
terrorizes the virgins by
That's
just
what it
talking
is.
about stuff they're scared of.
like sex.
Yeah. Titties.
Not unlike
Hey,
sex.
let me tell you about the different sizes.
Hey,
Some of them look like this.
And the taste.
Some of them look like that. Oh, is that scary?
Ironically / non-ironically, directed a movie called Vanished, which is about a South Korean being kidnapped.
Whoa.
yeah.
Wait, because
Full of trauma.
there is a movie called The
Yeah,
Vanished
I'm looking up his fucking phone.
that was like a Swedish movie.
Oh, yeah, that's a great movie.
Probably.
Vanishing.
It's
The Vanishing.
Yeah,
So
and
it's
that's
easy
his American
title.
remake with Kiefer Sutherland.
It's a title
That's
that could
right.
be a slam dunk for multiple movies.
Yeah, the fact that they made a documentary about this that I was trying to find somewhere online, but wasn't immediately successful. But this is a fucking movie. It's like it was organized by Kim Jong Il to be a horrifying real life human stage play But now, at this late date, it's like, this actually would work as a fucking perfect movie.
Totally.
The whole aspect of them keeping them in jail for like 5 years and then it's time for the big reveal is so like,
that is so fucked up. Well, I've heard from a lot of people because like I love reading behind the scenes books and docs about that kind of thing. But that book, everyone says, is like so fucking entertaining because it has the behind the scenes of making a movie that's fun to read about, plus complete insanity.
Yeah.
You know, like the entire time. Like, but I haven't read it, but so many people have told me I would love it. And I want to read it.
I might get it and I'll let you have it when I'm done.
Oh, hell yeah. That'd be awesome.
Yeah. Paul Fisher is the author and a Kim Jong Il production is the name of the book.
Kim Jong Il joint.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
Kim Jong joint.
He's got a couple high rated movies, a couple 7 stars on IMDb.
I'm trying to figure out.
Like I said, he was like an acclaimed director in South Korea before this happened.
When did he get kidnapped?
76.
He directed 64 fucking movies. I mean, you have to be somewhat competent.
I mean, he died in 91.
Yeah, I mean, my God.
Long career.
But the only real American stuff is Three Ninjas.
Yeah.
That's wild.
He was there to make three Ninjas movies.
God damn, that's so and he lived to be 91 years old or some shit.
Went back to South Korea after that.
You mean to say he got to work with the one Rob Schneider?
He's like, don't do the Asian voice. Don't fucking do it. I know you're talented. Just cut it out.
Y'all, we have time for just one more segment, and of course, this is our jam of the week.
That's swag. I've never heard a song his ever.
Me neither.
Okay, this is fun. You do want to rob a bank to this, drive around the strip. You want to marry your ex-girlfriend. You want to do a lot of things to this kind of song.
This is a song that encourages you to...
Oh, shit. Okay, respect.
Oh, yeah.
This is dropping it.
This is a song you play after your wife has asked for a divorce.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, anything like this, you could really attach this to any emotion.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Auburn, 2010.
Yeah.
Cam Newton, baby.
Oh,
this
this their,
This was the song. This is when it came out.
Is this his biggest hit song?
Yeah, easily.
Yeah.
Easily. Yeah. What?
I know his little catchphrases, and I think he's like a funny character or something.
Yes.
But I don't have any
Is there
idea.
a bigger DJ Khaled song?
I mean, he's produced a lot.
Yeah, for sure.
He's low key
produced
produced
big hits.
a lot of things.
But I would say, as far as a 4-quadrant hit, meaning you're hitting every possible fucking person in an audience,
Yeah,
this
right.
has
For
to
me.
be. Children know this. You know.
Yeah.
I mean, Sports Arena Anthem is kind of the pinnacle in terms of being an American hit. Like, as soon as it's played in a football stadium, that's like the biggest thing.
I heard a lot of people say that this is like the modern day "We Will Rock You," and I do not disagree.
Wow.
Because it's got the
And we've gotten way
it's
number,
got
folks.
the-
Those lyrics are interesting, and we all rock
Hey
you.
man,
The funniest
They're
thing...
creative.
Luda's in this though. Luda's
Oh,
in the
well, he
cut.
rules.
Come on,
He
man.
rules.
Snoop Dogg.
Well, Rhythm and Flow, the Netflix show, rules, and
Oh,
he's
yeah,
one of
it
the
does.
hosts with Ludacris in the second season.
Yeah.
And
gotta watch the second
at first, I was kind of like, "This is not as good as first season." Midway through, I loved it so much. It's so stupid, but it's great reality competition stuff.
Yeah, well, I probably told this before. Like Auburn University's music, the people that they would bring in, it would be like live. And
Oh,
just,
we were talking about them
shine
like all day today.
What's the Collective Soul? It'd be
Collective
all
Soul.
these-
Whoa.
but we're talking mid 2000s. The one current cool artist they ever brought in was Ludacris,
Yeah.
and they had him outdoors at the track in like November, so it was freezing fucking cold.
Whoa.
Live, meanwhile, gets to be inside, no problem. But they had
He's got to
Luda-
rip his shirt off and scream to Jesus. or
Yeah,
something.
yeah.
I was gonna say, well, you know what live is
He's gonna
afraid
eat
of is
AC.
lightning crash.
Oh yeah. I alone
Oh yeah, dude.
yeah.
Yeah, so
Bikini's juice.
Ludacris comes out, and I'll never forget it, wearing white Louis Vuitton mittens
fucking
I was like,
A.
that's the coolest thing I've ever
He's so
seen.
awesome.
Yeah. But yeah, I wanted to shout out Flash in the Discord. He actually suggested that we find some like sports team music.
Yeah.
And I was like, that might get too niche. So I was thinking, like, what is, the song they
Stadium.
play at every fucking game?
Stadium music.
And so this is, of course, DJ Kahled with All I Do Is Win, featuring Snoop Dogg, Ludacris, that fucking cop-ass cop, Rick Ross.
No shit.
and
Stole his name from a real drug dealer.
T-Pain.
And T-Pain, yeah.
Oh,
This-
T-Pain was in the first season of Rhythm and Flow. I'm just promoting it. I live close to the Netflix building.
Rhythm and Flow is great.
This comes off of his 2010 record, Victory. This song has 128 million views, 41,547 comments, and yo, I read every goddamn last one of them.
You're
so
gonna
now,
die. You're gonna
let
die.
us dive
Don't do
down
that.
into the comment section for DJ Khaled's All I Do Is Win. First up, Stephen Bergeron from 7 months ago. And that's right in the middle of the Olympics. If you can't figure it out, who's still giving thumbs up in 2024?
You
USA.
can only do that once. You can only thumbs up something one
That's right.
time.
Who's still doing it?
USA Olympics needs to play this on their boat and pass by the other people. Now, I'm really thinking he is watching the parade of the Olympians on the
yeah.
sin and being like, here's what I think now. They should pass other people. USA team comes back home, they play this. When the USA team comes back, everyone needs to play this. When their plane lands with them on it, play the song!
I love that he's like the lift, give me the ox or whatever. He's like, we got to hear this song. You're like, couldn't you just say congratulations? You guys did a great game. Why do we need to hear a song?
This is the in your fucking face
yeah,
bitch song.
play it for 4 minutes at loud volume and make them fucking listen.
Scorpio
A lot.
Queen music curator from 1 year ago.
Oh, sure, okay.
This is a song for me and my husband and for all the people that have tried to destroy us. I don't know
God,
why.
what is their life like?
A lot of
Scorpio
noise complaints.
All we do is win.
Scorpio Queen music curator. A lot going on there.
Yeah, that's insane.
Justified Jackass 4
Hey,
years ago.
Good name. Make it clear.
As an ex-math addict who loves jumping in mosh pits with mighty men way bigger than me, don't meth with us.
He's like, let me get a
Clever.
meth joke in as
That's
well.
clever.
We'll get a pun in there.
This is
Why not?
mostly about my meth experiences.
And how I like
Did I
to
mention I smoked meth?
I got a little
love
joke
meth.
about it, in fact.
I like to bump into the big guys.
A little wordplay I like to finish this
I
off.
like a little tussle in the mosh pit. Gone Paranormal 3 years ago.
Gone Paranormal. That's my rap out right there.
It's an earnest
Shit, I
movie.
done Gone Paranormal hanging out with UFOs.
This could be an action movies theme song. For example, Fast and Furious, even though it already has a theme song, but I would want this to be my action movies theme song if I got a chance to star in a movie.
Or to be involved in any sort of action in my life. Where I hit a guy or did a backflip or anything, really. What's
how
the
they're
official
all
song
paranormal.
of Fast and the Furious?
If I had to guess, I'd say it's that Charlie Puth and Wiz
Wait,
Khalifa.
it's not.
I'll
It's
look
not.
it up.
It's not. Here comes the boom.
No, that's that kid.
Who comes the boom?
Rizzler.
Ready or not?
Yeah, yeah.
No, I think that's
Is that song?
POD. That's old, man. We got to get with the
yeah, I
Charlie.
would think it's.
Dude, what happened to this country when we replaced POD with Charlie Poot? It don't make no sense.
I like pod.
Yeah, this
Wiz
is
Khalifa and Charlie Puth are at 6.6 billion views.
baby
And I bet they're
girls.
all fucking sad
What
comments.
happened?
Yeah.
What happened? God damn it!
Roxas Parkour 15 years ago. Ironic. This is my fave song, and my girlfriend broke up with me, and I was hanging with my friends, and my ex is there, and then her new boyfriend comes over, but whatever. All I do is win, win, win. Kinda.
Oh my
Damn.
God!
You
Those are the
fucking-
cracks in his ego.
You just lost harder than a motherfucker.
God damn! He was like, "I'm strong. I swear, I'm strong. I'm not. I'm not strong."
Doesn't make sense because all I do is win.
Along similar lines, Dean Ann from 5 years ago. This is every man after he wins more of the divorce settlement in court.
More of the divorce settlement.
Along similar
Great
lines, Future of a Life from 4 months ago. All
Tell me about the
caps.
future of a life.
That's another great rap album name. Future of a Life. That's like Will Smith's new record.
All caps.
It's about his baby.
Yeah.
Future of a life.
All caps. My dog just won his court case. That bitch lying asshole. Put him up for my dog. All he does is win.
See, that's the thing. That's what's brilliant brilliant about this kind of music is it's for any idiot who's excited about whatever. Like I just got a new Star Wars toy, and you're like, all I do is win. It just doesn't matter. It's anything.
It's a commercial song. I've heard the shit.
Yeah.
In commercials where they grab the Tide laundry detergent.
Yeah.
And it just goes off.
Yeah, exactly.
Who gets that excited for their friend's divorce settlement?
Well, speaking of...
dude, you did it. Yeah, like now we can get married.
Yeah.
Man, damn, dude, you're so cool, dude. All you do is win, dude. God, man, it's like you're awesome,
Maybe
and I
could
love
kiss
you, kind
I
of.
could kiss you too.
well,
You did it, dude.
You did it. No, let's just drink. Never mind.
Yeah, I didn't say nothing. Man. Let's just drink. Let's have another drink, dude.
I just want to hear you talk, man.
Man, I just think it's awesome that you did that. That's all. I think if we kissed, it wouldn't be that weird.
Yeah, it's like,
well, Sandslayer 1 month ago, in all caps, my wife, who was vain, died and left her entire inheritance to me.
wow, she was vain. Why does that mean vain? If anything to do with
All
that?
I do is win.
That bitch was wearing makeup and gold chains. That bitch was vain.
Concerned about her appearance.
The funny thing about this too is you could write, all three of us, or all four of us, could write this song right now. But because we are not DJ Kahled, it means nothing. But
Well-
if you can write a win song and you actually have a publicist and a way to get out in the world, you're a millionaire.
Well, more importantly,
But it has to feature like Anthony Kiedis.
Yeah, you
and
got to
fucking-
get somebody, the ghost of Bono.
well, that's the thing.
Yeah, the Ghost of Bono and Nas. And
That's the thing is that DJ Khaled needed T-Pain, Rick Ross, Ludacris,
Yeah,
and
to
Snoop
really
Dogg
happen.
because he didn't fucking. I don't even think he made this beat.
But the hook is,
Yeah.
that's it. You didn't even need to
and
do
that's
any of this
T-Pain.
shit.
That's not even fucking
yeah.
him.
Well,
no wonder he's
DJ
these are bad
Khaled's
people.
thing is he's in the studio and he tells people who know how to play instruments what to do
He
and
inspires.
The Rick
he
Rubin of
literally
rap.
no, that's literally
Yeah,
what
yeah,
he
yeah.
does.
Here's what we
Rick
do.
Rubin was the Rick Rubin of rap.
Yeah, that's a
Yeah.
very good point.
I got a pitch. Well, we're gonna write this
Yeah.
song called "I Prefer Winning," and it's with featuring Scott Stapp
Yeah.
and fucking
The guy from Live, please.
Ed Kowalczyk.
Let's get him in there.
and Young MC.
Yeah, exactly. And Fozzie Bear.
I prefer winning.
Lawrence Lindemann from 2 years ago. Even though
Lawrence Lindemann, the professor of science at
this is what he says. Even though they're mocking and talking shit, motherfuckers know what they do to me. I had to lose to win. But who lost in the end? Oh, yeah. Mexican Mafia is some bitches.
Damn. He had to work up to calling him out direct.
I just,
He had to
like-
get a couple sentences out before he typed it.
The whitest
motherfuckers
name
don't even know
ever.
Yeah, yeah. Lawrence Lindemann.
Who defeated you, Mexican Mafia? Oh, man. Lawrence Lindemann.
I had to lose to win. That's the whole thing. They don't understand it. I had to lose. I wouldn't want to.
We obviously have some parodies in here.
Nice.
Of course.
So we'll go through a couple of these. Cool Guy Ramirez from 9 years ago.
The Weird Al of YouTube comments.
yeah.
Cool guy Ramirez. He really had an impact on me. I know he was joking around, but
They
he
were
really
all
touched
there.
me.
There was Cool Guy Ramirez.
Tom 5000.
But the Mexican Mafia
There
were
was Lawrence
bitches.
Lindemann. There was the future of a life.
It's the Cool Guy Ramirez 9 years ago. All I do is win, win, win. Got money in my mind. Can't ever get enough. And if I do the whip or the dab, I'll be like, look at my dab, bitch, dab.
Wow.
And I assume that's included in there
Cool
because
Guy
it's from
Ramirez.
2016.
Yeah,
it was
of
9
course.
years ago. Hopefully he's gotten better.
It's 2016. This is the height of the thing.
Hopefully he's a
Everyone's doing
much
the thing.
better writer.
Cool Guy Ramirez looked at it. He's like, I'm going to leave it up.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
I want
leave
people
that
to
on
see the
there.
journey. You know?
See my humble beginnings.
I didn't just come out perfect.
Here's another parody, Sam, and you'll love this. Tom 5000 6 years ago.
These are awesome fucking names. God damn, Tom 5000.
He says, with the amount of weed they smoke, it should be all I do is weed, no matter what. By the way, weed is great.
Tom 5000.
Tom,
He would
you're,
think that.
you're high as hell.
He
right
would
now.
think that. He would.
And then this one's
Is that like
confusing.
Power Man 5000, but it's just one guy? Tom 5000.
I wrote them a fan letter when I was a kid. I really did.
I love that band.
What'd you say to him?
You know what I said? This is so funny. the word niche was used in the liner notes, and I like told them how awesome they were. And then I was like, "What does niche mean?" Hopefully, that's framed somewhere. Some kid thinks we kick ass. Also, he doesn't know what the word niche means.
It doesn't have a dictionary.
So I'll ask you guys: Spider-Man number 12, or what was his name?
When Spider One gets up and like sips his coffee next to that framed letter.
Yeah, and he typed it out. And then he was like, "Nah, he'll figure it out."
He calls his brother Rob
We'll leave
Zombie.
him be. He'll figure it out.
Tamar Brown 9 years ago. All I do is mop, mop, mop.
Oh my god!
And I'm so bored of it. And every whore's hands go down. And I'm done singing this crap because I win. Snoop Dogg does not sound or look right here.
Wow. Tomorrow's going to bring
Very
a
weird.
gun to his fucking job.
So the hoes are not winning.
Yeah,
That's what he's trying to
put their
say.
hands down. What the fuck does that mean?
Put your hands down, ho.
Put them down. My pants.
Got two more. This one necessitates a restraining order. Otis Maloney from 1 month ago.
Otis Maloney. These are so good. That's a great rap name.
This is all the same guy.
Otis Maloney, not phony. That's like a white rapper, straight up. Otis Maloney. He wears a suit and shit.
I really want Victoria Kalina from the Dallas Cowboys cheerleaders
Oh, no.
and Fusion Fitness to love this song.
He needs her to love this song so he can love her.
Victoria Kalina from Dallas Cowboys cheerleaders and
Oh,
Fusion
no.
Fitness is a wonderful, wonderful lady.
He put those words. I hope she Googles herself.
Yeah, I guess
lands on
so.
this.
Yeah.
Don't worry, I'm aware of the Fusion Fitness stuff as well. I jerk off to all of it.
Yeah.
Not just one, not just the cheerleading.
I need an alias, though. Otis Maloney.
Otis Maloney, not phony. I'm from California.
Call me up on the telephone.
Call me up on the telephone. Oops, I farted. White rappers like this. Sorry.
And finally, Exotic Perfection from 11 years ago. And, from time to time, people try to launch these, like, the modern day equivalent of, like, a chain letter, where you write some crazy story and it's like, pass it on and your true love will kiss you.
Facebook. You see it on Facebook still, and you're like, how?
So this, I think, is the first, last, and only draft of this one because I don't think anyone passed it on.
Exotic Perfection is a strain of weed your uncle grows.
That's
This
right.
shit is exotic.
Yeah, I work
Perfection.
security at this place called Exotic Perfection. I don't even really know what they do in there.
So this is Exotic Perfection. All caps. Sad story. This girl and this guy were going to get married, but the girl found out him had cancer in his mouth.
Ooh, this hits hard for me right now.
Carter was worried he had cancer in his mouth.
Him had cancer.
I left that out. I left that out of the way we've been doing.
You wrote this, didn't
Well,
you?
tell me if this relates to you. She was
Okay.
like,
Exotic Perfection. Carter is that.
I've been described as that before.
she was like, I don't want to kiss him because he might give me cancer. She went to the hospital with
That's
him.
how it works.
Yeah.
This is like that Emo Phillips joke.
She went to the hospital with him. He said, baby, would you still love me even if you got cancer from my mouth? And she said, I can't because I'll probably die. He cried and said, okay, I'll always love you, baby. They broke up later that day.
Damn.
His cancer got fixed a week later, though.
Hell yeah.
It's a miracle.
Yeah, it's called Going to the Doctor, you fucking moron.
But they were still broked up. The police then came to her house and said, we are the police. Your boyfriend killed himself. And she was like, why did he kill himself?
They're not dating anymore.
Yeah, they
That's
broke
just
their-
right. Yeah.
Well, they
Your
broke up.
boyfriend.
They said he killed himself because of her breaking up with him. And he was sad, so he jumped off a bridge. He had a note in his pocket that said, give this to my girlfriend, please. I want my heart to be given to her because I love her so much. They gave her the note, and his heart, he was like, I love you, baby. Repost this if you cry every time you hear it.
Wow.
Damn. Did you repost it?
All that guy does is win.
Yeah, so I feel like it's a good chain letter, but it's not going to go anywhere.
Man.
But at any rate,
I feel it though, dude.
I mean, this song immediately made me identify with what the comments
with
said.
a cancer mouth bridge jumper,
This
yeah.
song just makes you
Dude.
want to get on board.
I had a bridge picked out.
Tony Scott one.
Yeah, the
Gotta
Tony
be.
Scott one. But I was like,
The Tony Scott one. Yeah, he's always loved Hollywood.
Yeah. No, well, they did it in San Pedro.
Yeah. Oh, shit.
Ridley Scott would jump off a Hollywood
Well, yes,
bridge.
but the
Fucking-
Hollywood lore lives everywhere. It doesn't have to just be in the
Absolutely.
city. It's all over this great country.
At any rate, that is DJ Khaled.
And they stay there.
With All I Do Is Win in our jam of the week.
Woo!
Seth Pomeroy, where can people find you on the internet?
Win at twitter.com. Instagram, we gonna win. We gotta win. Seth Pomeroy on Twitter and Instagram, I guess. Do I use Twitter? No, not really. Instagram, it's the same name. What else? Seth Pom on Letterboxd.
That's the one, folks.
Yeah, that's all you need, motherfuckers. Back up off my shit. Quit watching me.
Yeah.
Quit looking at me.
Hell yeah. Carter, where can people find you on the internet?
You can find me at Carter_Glasscock on Instagram and X.
Yeah.
And I'm on Threads too.
Sam, where can people find you online?
Sam Harder 666 on Instagram. They can find me at Slam Harder on Blue Sky. They can find me on the Goods from the Woods YouTube page.
That's right.
Every Thursday at 5 and other times also.
That's right. YouTube.com/thegoodspod. You can find me on all forms of social media at Rivers Langley. And if you want to come see me live, May 10th, I'm at Underground Comedy Club in Vancouver, British Columbia, Canada. May 11th, I'm going to be in Seattle, Washington at the Rendezvous. May 12th, Eastburn Public House in Portland, Oregon. May 15th, Little Mountain Gallery in Vancouver. And then May 16th, and this one is actually going to require, you gotta do one extra step. I want everybody listening, you got to follow at Nobody's Peach Band on social media, because I am playing a show with them in the greater Seattle area, and you got to be an insider. You got to know about this band, and they'll be posting about it. But it's kind of like a house party that you may or may not be invited to. So follow Nobody's Peach. We're doing a shed show, is what we're calling it, and we're gonna have a lot of fun there on May 16th. Got stuff coming down in Louisiana that I can announce very soon, but otherwise, find us on prowrestlingtees.com/thegoodspod. Buy a shirt, make you look skinny on TV. Best way to support our show. Hey, if you're watching this, you're already doing it. It's patreon.com/thegoodspod. Second best way to support our show, head to Apple Podcasts or Spotify. Leave a comment, rate, review, and subscribe. Show the attitude of gratitude. Because if you don't have the attitude of gratitude, Daddy, Captain Bootyhead is invading your city. The Goods from the Woods was recorded and edited by me, Rivers Langley. You can find our show on Twitter at The Goods Pod. Our theme song was composed by Jonas, the Space Cowboy.
This was a Brain Freeze podcast.
That's wild. That's crazy. It's very, very weird, but you got to do it if your daddy is queer. That's a positive thing in 2020-25. Not saying that I want to be killed. I want to stay alive. Don't you understand? Life is beautiful, and every single person that you meet is tutorials for your own existence. Just listen up, and you'll have no distance between you and your neighbor and your best friend, daddy and your sister and your mama that lives next door. Is coming to your house tonight. Family reunion. Don't fight.
Coming to your house to die?
Tonight.
Oh.
Don't fight. It's a good life. Everybody's really nice when you're not struggling with money, struggling with problems. It's a good time, generally.
We're having good times. We're spitting good rhymes.
Woo.
And we're chopping up fat lines. Party all night. We party all night. Man, we party all day too. Because we stay true and we sniff glue. Got that sock on my face. It'll keep me stuck way in my place. Because I get so fucked I can't see. Vision blurry and I am me and you are you. We crashing our car tonight and that I'm gonna fight my dad, my brother, my mom, my sister, my cousin, my aunt, my uncle. I'm gonna fight Carter, Rivers, Seth. Yeah, it's a bunkle. Ooh.
Please, Sam, don't hurt him.